What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Hey, today we have a nice little stream. Today we have Destiny 2 news dropping. We have some horror games. We got some Destiny 2 play. I want to react to this video, which, if people don't know, this is an update of all the stuff that's coming up in the next DLCs this year of Destiny. All the information that you need to know about it. If it's something that you want to continue playing, for those who play Destiny. So we're gonna watch this, and we're gonna enjoy some horror games today. We might end off the stream with some Blade and Soul Neo, which is the game I've been playing a lot on the side. So if you hear, because I just woke up, I normally have to take this before I wake up, so I have normal breathing mostly during the thing. It's normally when I wake up. It's when it's the worst. So we have that I just took. So this video is everything you forgot about Codename Frontiers in 15 minutes or less. So we're gonna watch this. We're going to enjoy this. We're gonna see what's new, what's coming, all information. I already watched this. I wanted to see if it's information that I would like to share. So we're gonna watch it. We're gonna share this information.
The last blog post concerning the next expansion, Codename Frontiers, was released, and even more time since the initial wave of articles. And I'm willing to bet that you've probably forgotten a thing or two about what changes are landing alongside it. So today, I'm going to take you through everything you forgot about Codename Frontiers as quickly and concisely as possible, starting with the shifting of the content release model. In Frontiers, the amount of content released per year is once again changing, and instead of having one major expansion accompanied by 3-4 month-long episodes like we have now, Bungie is returning to the
So I kind of like this new format. I know a lot of people are having issues with this new format, but I kind of do like it. It's not the end of the world. It does look like we'll be getting more consistent and better content. Better meaning that it is not as spread out as it is. Because 2 medium-sized expansions, they're saying, along the sides of Shadowkeep. Or Shadowkeep had a lot of stuff in it, but it was not a bad DLC with content cadence. It just was a very weird, bad story. So hopefully this means we get a better story, similar content layout, and then we're gonna get multiple 2 seasons, a DLC. Which is cool.
Seasons per year approach, with each season being 3 months long. On top of that, each year will play host to 2 medium-sized expansions rather than 1 large expansion like we've been used to. Many among the community have speculated that it's right to expect these expansions to be similar in size and scope to previous entries like Rise of Iron, Warmind, or Shadowkeep.
Rise of Iron,
will feature either a
you
new
get the
raid
content
or new
that we got
dungeon,
in
with
Rise
the
of
cycle
Iron in
expected
these,
to be
I'd
the
be
raid
happy.
releasing alongside the
More
first
than
expansion
happy,
and the
to be
dungeon with
honest.
the second. Each expansion will contain a new destination, new story, missions, weapons, and gear. Each season within those expansions will largely be composed of what we're already accustomed to, containing new and reprised activities, gear, artifact perks, modifiers, and challenges, and a whole host of sandbox changes and events.
Not bad.
The big change coming to this new model is that every single season per year will be totally free. Only the expansions will require a paid purchase to access. Bungie have also emphasized that each expansion will serve as a testing ground for trying new genres of game style, such as roguelites, metroidvanias, or experiences focused more on exploration. And we've already started to see this happen with the Nether, which is both an exploration and roguelike focus mode. And to be honest, I think they've done a pretty good job so far, because the Nether is awesome.
So the Nether is probably one of the best activities Destiny has dropped. In my opinion, I feel like it does need a little bit more of a content loop. Like, if they sprinkled some extra little things through there, I would be more happy, but it is perfect the way it is. I just get bored of it after my 8th run. Take a break, play something else, come back to it. If they added this, like, little thing, like, surprise events and stuff, which is what they plan to be doing with Frontiers, I would have been more inclined to not stop playing it. But it is still probably one of the best content that we've got in Destiny for an episode/season.
To that, Apollo, the first expansion launching with Frontiers, is described as a non-linear, character-driven adventure. The next major change coming in Codename Frontiers is the addition of a new activity selector known as the Portal. The Portal is going to become the new way of selecting what activities you want to play for past and
I like the
current
idea of the
releases,
Portal.
and it will replace the director
I like
tab
the
that we
idea of
currently
the
have.
Portal.
Its main aim is to streamline activity selection, and as
Though I do like they chose this as the background since we're leaving our galaxy. That's the idea of like the whole thing. And Apollo does look to be on like a planet like Saturn or something like that, just by the look that it's given. Or maybe it's just a new made-up planet called Apollo. Maybe it's a planet called Apollo. Who knows? Incoming expansion. So we're guessing we're gonna get information on the upcoming expansion. With this is gonna be like a news panel. Solo ops, fire team ops, pinnacle ops, crucible events, crucible and events, which is really cool. Season power being 100 is what was wondering me, but again, it's pre-alpha or whatever this was. But there's no little secrets in here. Like there's no little like curator quest season pass. Set rank 77. There's no little secrets in here, which I thought eventually there would have been.
Accommodate for new ones and letting players know what's current. Alongside this new addition, Bungie have created new activity categories that will be present within the portal that help to decide what you want to play. Solo ops are 1 to 3 player short activities that are meant for solo players and typically last around 10 minutes each.
That's nice.
These activities are completely new and not currently present in game, and within them, Bungie are releasing a new piece of enemy spawning tech that adapts to your combat. So for example, if the mission notices you're killing ads very quickly, it will spawn a hell of a lot more to compensate for your efficiency. And supposedly, this system takes into account a bunch of factors like how close you are to finishing the objective, how long since you were last in combat, and so on. Solo ops will also feature a new style of in-mission event like the spawning of a loot goblin, a secret passageway revealing itself, or randomly scattered treasure chests. Solo ops.
That's kind of cool. That is what I've been asking for like these seasonal activities. If they sprinkle those through season activities, there's a reason to keep, especially like if you give loot goblins a specific loot pool that you can only get, like that would be amazing. That'd be dream chasing. Though it wouldn't have to be, they would have to spawn like in 1 and then 4 times just so it's balanced and fair, but I still like it. But I guess they're going to route with you're going to get the stuff within the content loop.
Are also going to be free for all players and become part of what they refer to as the core game, and in a lot of cases will...
That's major for people who are playing the Destiny 2 completely free. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Also take place physically in locations that Guardians rarely visit, and they gave one example being the Salzwerk area of the EDZ, but I'm guessing they could very easily put you into other unused areas like the Neptunian Cabal fleet, the Sanctum of the Brood Queen, or the Martian surface beneath the Lure. It's also pretty reasonable to assume that they will take place in new areas too, and furthermore, you can play them with a team, but because they're meant for solo players, the mission will scale in difficulty the more players you have, and also they won't be match made. Fireteam Ops are next, and they will encapsulate 3 player activities like Strikes, Onslaught, the Coil, and new types in the future that will support matchmaking. Flashpoint Ops are going to concern 6-player activities that are generally more chaotic, and they liken this to offensives, which could mean they are similar to things like Vex Offensive, the Sundial, or Menagerie, and they will also support matchmaking. Raids will not feature in Flashpoint Ops and won't initially feature in the initial rendition of the portal, but they have stated that they will be integrated eventually. Pinnacle Ops will house 3-player activities that are more...
I think this system is good because it looks like it's going to be matchmaking as well, which I hope so. If you can matchmake raids, that's a disaster, but also a cool feature because it can be pretty successful, hopefully, maybe, he hopes. But that'd be cool to see. And then Pinnacle Ops.
Or challenging like dungeons, exotic missions, and full-length onslaughts that will also feature exclusive reward pools. The Crucible will also have its own category within the portal. The portal will provide direct access to current expansion activities as well as events like Iron Banner or Festival of the Lost, and every day, select activities in each category will feature various bonus rewards like specific weapons, armor, or currencies. The bonus reward is a guaranteed drop on first playthrough, then a high drop rate for repeat clears. Gambit won't initially be a priority, but they are considering numerous avenues to make good use of it and integrate it into the portal eventually. That's basically all we know about the portal, so now let's move on to how they're changing the core game activities.
Let's see how they're going to do this.
A system debuting in Frontiers is what Bungie are referring to as challenge customization, and it will serve as a new way of giving you the ability to tailor how difficult you want the content you're playing to be, and also it will apply to all PvE activities. Customizing your activity might allow you to, number 1, introduce new new enemy combatant abilities like Banes. Number 2,
So-
introduce new combatant challenges that change how you play, like the Eversion Anchors from the Nether. Number 3, provide incentives for changing up your build crafting, like the Oscillation modifier from GM Nightfalls. And number 4, raise the power of the activity.
So I can see this being really cool where every, like, if they split seasons into acts, or if they divide seasons into months, in a sense, like, month 1 you get the base launch of it, and then in month 2 you'll get, like, the event, and then they can add new Banes and new those things, and then month 3 they do the same thing. That would keep players a lot longer, but you also have to add weapons or certain things or rewards for that. But if they do that, that keeps players a lot longer, and I think that would keep me playing Destiny for another year or two. I've been thinking about trying out Division 2 here, just to check it out as an adventure. I've always been a Warframe Destiny player, so seeing that might be pretty cool. Again, with this concept art, 370, is their light level going down? Are they dropping the ones and just going up to that? I don't know. How did you...
amount and quality of the rewards you earn from the activity directly correlates to how challenging you make it. The harder the job, the better the rewards. Speaking of, let's talk about how Bungie are deepening rewards in the core game. Weapons and armor will now come in various tiers, which dictate the quality of the item. The higher the tier, the better the item. And each tier will add on things like stat bonuses, enhanced perks, and other benefits. For weapons, Bungie likened this new tier system to how an adept weapon compares to its baseline legendary counterpart today. The new baseline tier for weapons will be equivalent to current day bog standard legendaries, and higher tiers being equivalent to adept weapons. Furthermore, the reward pools for things like strikes, crucible, dungeons, and trials of Osiris will be updated.
But don't we already have that? Like, is tier 2 going to be like, I don't know, enhanced perk column 3, tier 3, enhanced column perk 2, tier 4 double perks, and tier 4 both enhanced? I don't know. Maybe that's how they're going to do it, and they can drop like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Season, with a typical reward pool including a full armor set and enough weapons to provide multiple options for each weapon slot. I don't think this means they'll be pumping out a full new armor and weapon set for trials, the featured dungeon, or strikes every season, but rather do as they currently are by taking away older weapons and adding in new ones. But perhaps I'm wrong, or maybe they mean they're going to be doing a better job than they are now. We'll just have to wait and see. Interesting that they mentioned dungeons though, since up until this news they've always been one and done as far as loot is concerned. So having new weapons and armor added seasonally would be an awesome way to continue.
That would be big.
On top of this, new seasonal gear is going to have a distinct visual look that sets it apart from other gear, letting players know that it's new and current. This gear is dubbed new gear, and some activities will require new gear in order to play. And the examples they gave were things like a new gear only Crucible playlist, which actually sounds pretty fun, or seasonal events that require the use of new gear. No word on what these events will be though. Circling back to armor now.
So it does sound like, for them cutting back, it sounds like they're giving us a more, like, centric experience. Like, they're evolving it. Like, I don't think we need these big expansions every year. Cutting down to 2 expansions so far, it looks like, will be beneficial for the players with all the stuff they're adding. Like, adding seasonal new gear to dungeons, and having those play a part in, like, events cycles. And then later on he talks about armor, that they're changing that up, which would be really cool. Tiers is like it looks like they're really expanding it.
Completely overhauling the armor system into what they're calling next generation armor. Next generation armor is Bungie's new take on the armor grind, because basically since the release of Shadowkeep, the armor 2.0 system hasn't really changed substantially, and for the most part all you need is a single well-rolled set and you're good to go. Currently there's no real use hoarding lots of different armor pieces unless you really like mixing up your stats, but in a more meaningful way, definitely not. So this is Bungie's answer to that problem. Starting in Frontiers, every single stat point on your armor will contribute an overall benefit to your stats, unlike how it is now where every 10 points contribute a difference. In Frontiers, having say 99 resilience will be almost identical to having 100 resilience now, and furthermore, the stat cap for each stat has been raised from 100 to 200, with points ranging from 101 to 200 providing a new additional benefit that builds on the base effect. The distribution of stats is also changing, where armor pieces now have distinct stat archetypes that determine the stat distribution you'll be getting setting and controls the primary and secondary stat types, with a third stat being a free roll. Armor pieces will now seemingly contain 3 stats instead of 6, and class items will now also feature full stat distributions. The example given is a piece of brawler armor that specializes in melee.
So let's see if we can read anything into this. So, 1600. Okay, that's going to be space or whatever. Brawler type armor, which you get more information down here, where you get 3 stats: strength, intellect is the minor, and the discipline. Which is not bad. 30, 20, it's almost maxed out. Total of 60 roll. And then I'm not sure if these are equipped or going to be pre-installed now. Like, you're going to have to go get loot armor sets with these on them. Hopefully, I don't like the mod. I like the mod system, but I also don't like the mod system. I like having to be able to chase for these. And then Brawler. Brawler armor archetype have extreme melee and other close range capabilities. Primary stat, strength, secondary stat, and trinity stat, which is the random rolled stat, is intellect, which is cool.
Related stats, and it seemed to have spikes in strength and discipline, which are the primary and secondary stats respectively, with a small roll on intellect, which is the random tertiary stat. This means there's probably going to be things like grenadier armor that specializes in grenade related stats, or medic armor that specializes in recovery.
I like
stats
this.
Themselves are also being overhauled in general. For example, discipline is being renamed to grenade, and points from 1 to 100 act like normal, but 101 to 200 now provides an increasing chance to gain a bonus grenade charge whenever your grenade becomes available. Strength is being renamed to melee, and much like grenade will also behave normally from 1 to 100, and then from 101 to 200 provide an increasing chance to gain a second charge once your melee becomes available. A new stat debuting is special ammo, which will dictate the rate at which special ammo bricks drop for you, with 1 to 100 increasing this rate and 101 to 200 providing an increasing chance for the spawned brick to be double sized. Bungie also briefly hinted in a relatively recent article covering the now live Heresy Crucible changes that in Frontiers, the special ammo meter will return to the Crucible and is also heavily tied to, and I quote, the largest game-wide rework of Destiny's ammo systems we have ever done.
Which we really need.
The special ammo meter will also be coming to PvE, which is a rather weird concept to grasp.
Yeah.
Given that special ammo generation is now being tied to a stat, it's reasonable to assume that a special ammo meter would let you track your progress to spawning your drops, and the higher your special ammo stat, the faster said meter would fill. Armor set bonuses are officially coming to the game.
That's
Armor
nice.
set bonuses are going to be new added effects that trigger based on how many pieces
That's gonna
of armor from a specific
engage
set you
people
are
to
wearing.
farm
They come
armor.
in 2 different tiers. 2 pieces.
I can see them adding a select mission every week to guarantee a piece of a set during a season. So say season 1 you have Frontiers Defender armor, where it grants you a overshield of say mixed elements, granting you buffs towards your prismatic class maybe. And then they have an activity where you just can have a farm. You get a guaranteed drop farming. It's a harder activity, like a what's those lost sectors called? But yeah, the harder lock sectors like that. But it's in a playlist. It's not a lock sector, but it is. It says dividing it up into maybe missions, and then you're guaranteed a drop. And then you do that every week for the season, and you can get all 4. It'll take you 4 weeks to do it, but that would be very cool. That is something I would
4
want.
pieces. An example given is Tex Mechanica armor that, if wearing 2 pieces, shooting from
I'll
the
give
hip
an
gives
example.
increased movement speed and handling to your weapons that stacks with continued damage, or if wearing 4 pieces, Tex Mechanica weapons gain increased range and accuracy when fired from the hip. There are a couple more examples given, but that's the basic idea. So if you want to, you can take 2 minor bonuses by wearing 2 pieces from 2.
We are starting off.
Oh my god, ad.
First 10 pull. It's a goal.
Fuck off.
2 different sets, or fully spec into a single bonus by wearing 4 pieces from the same set. It's good to think of these bonuses as origin traits for armor, and I for one am incredibly excited for this change.
I
As
am
a
too. I
consequence
think
to all these
it
changes, though, old
allows
armor
me
will
to
be
target
hit
farm
and
a little bit
likely
better.
will become very irrelevant very quickly. However, they did state that all old armor will be adjusted accordingly for the new system, though I doubt they will retroactively add set bonuses to it, but I could be wrong. Exotic armor will also allow players to update their pieces to be brought in line with the legendary
Will be converted. Oh,
the
this
armor
is-
rework, and the same goes for exotic class items, but for them specifically, you're going to be able to pick and choose the stats you want when updating to the new system. Because of all these changes, vault space becomes an increasing concern, which is also why in codename Behemoth, the second expansion, Bungie are working on a solution for all the new armor drops players are expectedly going to be hoarding. Finally, let's talk about the slated future for raids and dungeons.
Let's see
This
what
could
this
be
is.
either a good or a bad change depending on how you look at it, but
I think it
starting
might
in
be good.
Frontiers, there will be one raid and
I
one
think it will
dungeon
work
released
out.
per year going forward. And considering that up until this point, we've pretty consistently been handed 2 raids, 1 new, 1 reprise, and 2 new dungeons per year, this does sound like a pretty substantial downgrade. So what are Bungie doing to tackle this thought process? First of all, raids will now feature their own version of challenge customization known as feats. Feats are going to be able to enforce things like time trials, contest combatants, or other mode modifiers unique to the raid. And the more feats that are active during a run, the better the rewards will be. Furthermore, in the second
yeah,
season
that'd be
of
nice.
each year, the
It'll allow
yearly
you to
raid
farm
will
them
receive
a
new
little bit
rewards,
better.
new mechanics, new feats, and potentially even new encounters that will also come alongside a second raid race for it. New and exclusive
that's
rewards
cool.
will get added in this update, including new weapons and the catalyst for the raid exotic. The second expansion of the year will contain a new dungeon, also featuring contest mode and a race for worlds first like we've now become accustomed to with Vesper's Host and Sundered Doctrine. Dungeon keys are now gone, and the dungeon is
God.
instead tied to the expansion it releases with, which is honestly such a massive W you don't even know. Dungeon keys are quite possibly the most stupid, made-up microtransaction, and they should have always been tied to whatever content they release with, so I'm glad this is finally happening. Dungeon armor and weapon sets will be expanded to match that of raids, and dungeons will also support challenge customization, but nothing more was elaborated on here, so we don't exactly know if they will also support feats, but it's highly likely they will. Lastly, the final season of each year will contain a Pantheon-style event that nicely wraps up the year of endgame content.
I like
Given
that.
how
I
successful
love the
was
Pantheon.
last year, I'm very much
I
looking forward to
didn't
how they
complete it 'cause I
iterate
got
on the
sick.
formula. Perhaps even bringing
But-
back Sunset Raid encounters, who knows? At least we know Pantheon
I
is
like it.
returning. In my opinion, having one raid that's the same quality as Salvation's Edge and one dungeon that's the same quality as Vesper's Host or Sundered Doctrine per year is a pretty good system. I would of
It
course
is.
prefer more raids and dungeons wherever possible, but if it meant sticking with the old system and getting 2 raids equivalent in quality to Root of Nightmares, then yeah, no thanks. Bring on the new system and let's see how it goes. Plus, Pantheon is awesome and having it back will be great. Bungie also wrote a whole article discussing Banes and activity modifiers, but a lot of what they talked about in it is already in the game. Banes are now a prominent part of Nightfall and seasonal content and overall have been received pretty well, and new modifiers like Oscillation are absolutely awesome for overpowering GMs with ease. So I look forward to what new Banes and modifiers will arrive in the future. Finally, in the end of year 2024 blog post, Bungie also stated that the destination in the Apollo expansion is content complete,
Which
and
is
that they're
good.
now
That
working on
means
fleshing
it's-
out the story experience and systems that come along with
That
it.
means it's
So
close to
that
being
about does
done.
it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the recap and enjoyed your time watching. Oddly, it's been a while since Bungie released a Frontiers related blog post, and also we don't act
I would suggest y'all like it because that was good information. That was a good dump. Good dump. So that was all information of upcoming stuff for Destiny. Later today we're getting the we're getting a stream today. Which I think is on Twitch already, Destiny game. I think they already have a pre-thing for Twitch, but there's a thing today. Playing Frontiers, a new way to play. But yeah, current episode, Heresy. Act 2 is going to come out on the 11th. Today's the announcement. Did they not show the announcement thing here? But yeah, there's an announcement today. They revoked. Oh yeah, today they revoked my streamer key for fucking TikTok. That's why that's up. Alright, we're gonna have that to the side. Close window. Boom. For now, while we wait for the Destiny stuff to launch, we're not going to be playing Destiny until after the update. We're going to be playing a horror game. So we have Scarlet Lake, which, if you guys don't know, people like probably gonna be some new people on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube. I've been going through the Steam SnackPac horror games since my channel mostly has for videos horror games. Streaming, I play whatever I really want, but I've been trying to get through a lot of horror games. We have Bass Spit, which we're not going to be playing today. I'm saving that for a video because it's a longer one. Even though the other one, this one, T's Echo, is a longer one too. I really want to play that on stream. And then we have Scarlet Lake demo, which I have no idea. It looks really cool. It looks old schooly. And we'll probably start with that. Oh, yeah, we'll probably start with Scarlet Lake, to be honest. I like Scarlet Lake. It looked really cool. But once, 1 o'clock, I think, or 12? 12 o'clock? Other way around, because it's reversed because of camera. I believe the thing drops. Scarlet Lake. Demo version. But we will be playing a lot of Destiny 2 today. Alright. So we're playing some Scarlet Lake. It's a horror game from Steam Next Fest, so enter. Let's check settings, see how this is. Display. Brightness for stream can go up. Ready, weapon fire. Okay. It gives me, Iron Lung vibes. Hey, wake up. We're almost there. Now remember what I said. Let me do the talking. Yeah, I got it. What's the deal anyway? Why is this place... Okay, so fast. No one knows. I mean, folks have got their suspicions. All I know for sure is that the company got about half of town. Got bought by half of town. Next thing, there's 20 feet walls around all the strict... Okay, it's so fast. I just delivered enough supplies to them last and then... What the... It's so fast. Now listen, I hope you find your wife and all, but if I can't get you in there, I'm getting paid right. I'm still getting paid right. You'll get your money. Alright, this is it. Welcome to Scarlet Lake. Strange. There's normally someone at the gates. Step out of the vehicle with your hands in the air. It's okay, fellas. I have full clearance. We're usual guards. Yeah. This is not a negotiation. Stop talking. On radar, sir, we have 2 unknown attempting to breach the walls. Please advise. What the fuck is going on? I didn't sign up for this. Understood. I'm sorry, we just can't take any chances. What the... Damn! I broke his leg! Hey, you did the same thing to my friend there. I'm coming to get you, Tara, no matter what. It's a little gloomy out today. It's supposed to be raining. Meow. I need a level 1 keycard. So, one of them have to have a level 1 keycard. It's tank control, so it's a little bit hard for me. We're gonna this one. That needs a key. Can I go through this way? No, I cannot. This is the end of this road. Okay. This plays like an old school Resident Evil game. An old well. There's a fuel smell coming from inside. Can I lift it up? I can't lift it up. Okay. We can get in here though. What the heck? Nice, you died. I got money. Anything on TV? Nope. So far, all of these games have had a money system. Medkit. Anything in the fridge? Nothing I can take. Bringing light back to the mines. The local townspeople have been rejoicing this last week with the announcement that a private investor will be reinforcing the mines. The organization has made financial investments to rebuild the coal mines and promised that the major developments will only benefit the local community, which was left in a state of disaster when the mayor's funding fell through and all operations ceased overnight. The future had never looked so bleak for the community, but the large sign on bound for workers had exhilarations the town. Things are starting to brighten up in those dark mines. S. Allen. I'm fighting not to sneeze during that, reading that there. Nothing in the fridge. Anything in the garbage bin? Oh, there is. 3 scrap. Do I have an inventory tab? I do have a Resident Evil style inventory. How do I reload? Anything here? 3 scrap. It looks like there's something at the bottom of the bath. Need to unplug. A body. That's the well crank. Crank. I swear if that body comes alive when I finish with this house, I will be very not frightened. Ah, Fisherman's Journal. We'll read this after. I want to, fully... Oh, we got some handgun ammo. 14. 2 more mags. Okay. December 1988, Father George spoke about our blessings and how we should be grateful for every day. But how can I get grateful? How can I be grateful when everything is so bleak? It's times like this I wish I would have listened to Ma, but I just wanted to make Dad proud of me. I thought talking over his fishing business, oh my god, his fishing businesses would do that. I know if he was here, he would find a way to blame me for the fish shortage. I can't help but feel like a failure. What is a fisherman with no fish? Just a man. Straight up. A fisherman without no fish is just a man. I went in here, so we're good here. Boop. It's very Resident Evil-y. I like myself some Resident Evil. Oh, nice. Want some head? Okay. Okay. I'm assuming this key goes to the gate that's over this way. Perfect. Can I click? I can go play in the fields here, so let me see if there's anything in here. I have no ammo! 2, 3, 4. Holy hell. Come on. Reload. Exit, 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 exit. Okay. We're gonna, that's okay. On my end, that's my fault. On my end, that is my fault. Can I use... There's more scrap in the garbage downstairs, I believe. Since we know where we're going, we can just quickly speed through all this. Can I craft anything with this? Let me put together. Move here. No. Equip. Move here. I do have a knife. If I run out of ammo, I do have a knife. Okay, I interact with this, and then I can go to the side and I can interact with it. There we go. There, we're back up. We're back caught up. We're about caught up again. Boop. Reload. Okay. There's 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Reload. 1, 2, 3, 4. Key card. Eden classified. Is this gonna be a religious-based horror game? A person must be logged to determine disposal. For future inspection, please contact blank head of blank. Nice story there, bud. Nice story. Good afternoon. This is a polite reminder that all staff should refrain from taking lunches that Eden. EDN. Only personnel with level 1 clearance are permitted in the barn. I don't know why though. Health back. Ammo. We're gonna reload. We're gonna reload. I'm reloading, motherfucker. Boshka. I'm gonna fully explore this area because, you know, why not? Can I interact with the thing? No, okay. That's all that was here. 9 more bullets. I wonder if I'll get a mag upgrade soon. That's that giant area that I was coming down before, so. I need a little. I feel like I'm gonna need more ammo than this. I'm gonna take out 2 more zombies, which is not a lot. We're going up to level 1 clearance. Swipe. And ammo. Oh, more scrap. Eden classified 2. To all members of the blank team, please begin phase 2 of blank process. For those of you that blank within the town walls, we ask you to kindly move your blank lake. So I think it's Scarlet Lake view model. And I can't interact with the computer, okay. You sure you're about to lose area? Ooh. We'll go forward. Is there a map? So, back there's a little way over here, so we're gonna actually go this way first. Back to where I went! Look, it is this Raccoon City. Okay, anything in here? $12. So I could upgrade this. Upgrade. This costs damage costs this, reload time costs this, fire rate costs this. So I have 12, so we can go here. Upgrade. Here. And then we're gonna upgrade and we're gonna go here. So now we're pretty geared up. I can't increase mag size, which sucks. But hey, at least we got more damage, fire rates up, all that is jazz. Nothing there. I know things can be in the trash bin. Is anything in this trash bin? No. Still 4 shots. I just upgraded my damage. And it's still 4 shots. I don't have anything. And there's a zombie over there. Are these zombies, are they like entities in a sense? Like, I don't know. I didn't know the lore. Door here. There's bullets on the counter there, so I'm gonna go grab those. I don't know what you are. Are you a bag? I can't. You're a mop. I feel like you're a mop. I feel like you're a mop. Can't go there. Looks like I need a screwdriver. This is a bathroom. I got a police car key. So I can open up that police car, which is nice. This one might be a longer one. I might actually have to divide this one into 2. For YouTube's sakes. Maybe I just do one long. For YouTube. Oh, baby, a shotgun. Yeah. I have already 6 bullets in it. Damage is 60, so maybe we're getting a boss fight soon. I have $5,000. Oh, I hate. No spot spamming in here, please. I hate bot spammings. Missing. I noticed board of a bunch of random ads. There's one that stands out though. Missing persons. Scrap. $1,000. Shotgun shells. Storage box. Okay, I need to put that here. We can move Move this here. Move this here. Move that. That's fine there. Move here. And then we're gonna move this to here. And then move that on here. So I have 2 slots. That's fine. I don't need more than 2 slots. This is just a storage bin area. Two, 3, 4. You can't get headshots in this game, so that's fine. 2, 3, reload. 4. There we go. Reload. Screwdriver. Perfect. We can go to that one area now. I really like these kind of games. The problem with them is boss fights are so difficult. I like the difficulty, but sometimes they're just so difficult where you're like, you have to come back the next day. I'm not sure if I'm gonna miss anything in this like map area. Oh fuck! 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Trial and error. Okay, boom. Huh. So it's, I gotta write it down so far, so I don't lose this information. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8. Okay. Okay. So, now let's try 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 2. There. So if I have this right, it should be then 2. So this one is 7. Okay. I need to figure out. And then 3. Then 4. Actually, 4 is here. Okay. So 4, 3, 7, 2, 5, 1, 8. That leaves 6 to be the last one. That leaves 6 to be the last one. So 6, 4, 3, 7, 2, 5, 1, 8. Beautiful. Anything in the corner? I'm happy we were able to figure that out live. What's this? Exit. Beautiful. So, there's nothing on this side, just this side. So I already got these. Okay. Yeah, over there. Don't shoot! You are not one of them? One of what? A soldier or a monster? Either. Hey, no, I'm not either. I'm just clear as a journalist. We got a little too close to finding the truth about the fucking town. And what about you? You're an outsider, I see. What gave me away? Well, for one, there isn't a single townsperson left that isn't a monster. So you either from outside or member of Eden. And since I'm still breathing, I think it's safe to rule that out. Sam Allen. So why are you here? I'm looking for my wife, Terry Murphy. She sent a message telling me to come, saying she was in danger. Whoa, a message? That's impossible. Why are you so shocked? You gotta want to sit down. We've got a long night ahead of us. I like that. The full release will expand Scarlet Lake as a town and allow the player to explore more. You may be wondering what the money is for. There will be a merchant in the full release where you can buy/sell weapons, equipment, and valuables. The horrors you've seen are just the beginning. Even more types will begin. I hope you have enjoyed this brief look at Scarlet Lake and are excited for what is to come. Please feel free to wish this on Game on Steam. Also, feel free to join the Discord community, report problems, and give feedback. I like that. I liked it. Like, I really did like that. It was very Resident Evil esque. It was giving me Code Veronica vibes. It was giving me Code Veronica vibes. And I love Code Veronica. I love it. I need to exit this game. Right, yeah. Boop. It gave me Code Veronica vibes, and I really loved Code Veronica. That was a cool horror game. I have to move this to the completed side. We have these ones. We're just checking to make sure right now that the Destiny stream. YouTube. We're gonna go to YouTube real quick. There is a Destiny thing going on today. I'm just making sure that it's not starting, and it's starting at the appropriate time. Why is it coming up when I search Destiny for myself? We're not playing Destiny just yet. Not yet. It's not out yet. So we're gonna play another horror game while we wait for that. Just to tell, because I want to start playing Destiny when the update goes out. When that the update got reset, because it starts on Night Falls. And I also want to watch the Act 2 stuff. This is a really cool looking horror game. That was part of Steam Next Fest, which is one of the ones I wanted to play before starting our Destiny stuff. The Destiny reset does not happen until I think 12. This is called Entities Zero. Oh, Entities Echoes. Entities Echoes. Warning, this game contains violence, blood, psychological pressures, death, and suicide. It includes horror elements, disturbing scene. Okay, you don't even give people long enough. Don't give people long enough to fucking...
No headphones? That's bold. Almost as bold as eating soup with a fork.
Hey! You should call me out. I don't like when they call me out. Okay, we're gonna fix settings first. Graphics, borderless, very hot. We're gonna be safe, and we're gonna put this on high. Frame cap, none. Brightness up. Apply, yep. Accessibility, audio's good. Language is English. Subtitles visible. And we're gonna go back. And we're gonna click play. New game. Starting a new echo will permanently erase all traces of your past journey. Are you ready? This looks like a really cool okay. This looks like a really cool horror game. And it's lagging my computer. I can tell by moving my fingers. You can tell. Ooh, it's better now.
This is true. It's as dark as
That's not English.
Choose this. You gave me the card.
Directed by Gogan Gaiden.
Charlie, sometimes it's like realizing you don't have any choices.
There are always choices. Darkness is a choice too.
What if darkness chose you?
In that case, you're a part of it now.
What if I want to go back?
The choices we make determine who we are. Or who
3D
we
animator
stay.
Hassan Kanshi.
Not escaping.
Is that so?
I like to say this is a Korean-made game.
Not escaping.
Oh, game does look really good graphically.
Time is running out, Harper. Hurry up.
I
Don't
think this
dwell
would be a
on what
CryEngine game by the way it looks.
Do you understand what you need to do?
Murder them all?
It's all your fault.
Look, I'm going to give you a chance. Count to 10, then go out and do what you have to do. Deal? Good.
I'm wearing Converse. Press R to count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10.
10.
How the hell she do that without her fingers? It's impossible. We all know you need to count with your fingers. 1, 2, 3. Well, I count this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my god. Sensitivity. Can I pick up things in this game? Ooh, it is legs a lot. I'm not sure if she died but while talking to me or what's going. Oh, I have feet. I didn't mean to.
I didn't know. Really.
What you do, girl? What you do? Looks like poison ivy. I thought the plants were moving. I'm like, I thought poison ivy was here or something. Is that a gas station? It says Sunshine. I don't know why I did that, like I would see over it. Sophia, she's upstairs. Okay, okay, okay. I did not realize that we're running. We are 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 running. Oh my god. Do I have to count to 10 again? Tab. Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, I was gonna say she can't count to 7?
8,
9.
9, 10.
Yay!
What's going on out there, Ray? Taking some intel.
Why? Didn't you already have enough donuts?
Oh
Still
my
got a full watch
god,
ready.
the graphics in
Press
this
on
game
that.
look nice, but they're harming my computer.
Looks like an accident. Skid marks. Wait, there are footprints. Sam, there's a glowing footprint.
Psychic gifted restructuring.
Yeah, PGR. Standard field agent lingo.
Roger that, Field Agent Williams. You checking the perimeter with a spectral gaze?
Don't get smart with me.
I have a gun.
Never. In the brains of
Spectrum
this team,
UVS,
remember?
what did it charge? Was fully degraded and cooled down before. Okay.
Same footprints here. Sam.
Oh. Okay, what
Small,
we're gonna
like
do,
a
because
child.
I did not realize
tracks lead
that
to the
this
road.
game would be so high intense. Look at that. It looks fine on your
I'm going to investigate further.
I need VSync. It does need VSync. They look to be going that way though. Okay, we're following these footsteps. We're following these footsteps. Into It allows you to briefly perceive alternate spectrums, revealing the hidden structures and energy traces. Tab.
Found the vehicle. It rolled off the cliff. I'm heading down to check it out.
Watch the UV light, Rain. Don't want to drain the battery too fast.
Right. Switching to flashlight. Wild party.
The game looks really good, though.
Oh, great. Tentacles, my favorite. Shooting doesn't work.
Devolve
Use
into...
thick brigades to melt those things. Just direct the UV light.
Okay.
I hate these things. Gotta hold my breath through the smoke.
Yeah, damn.
Sam, I'm gonna... Hold on.
It wasn't an accident.
I hear someone
She
talking.
swerved and she shot their mate in the head. Oh, we were just... They didn't mean any harm, but...
I know that.
And the girl... It was terrible. Just where...
Calm down.
I'm eavesdropping. What are you guys talking about?
Not my best day. Don't have much time left.
What the? Holy shit.
Rain, what happened?
She blew her brains out. Guess that's one way to cut an interrogation short.
God damn. She like, you ain't getting any from me, bitch.
Not much, but there's no one left alive here. Pretty sure the guy she was talking to was a glitcher.
He must have tapped into the car radio.
Let's see what we've got here. Resonance bullet to the forehead. Definitely a solid DIB shooter. But documents on a woman named Mirage. Interesting. Never heard of her.
I cannot read like that. The fuck? Background worked as in I cannot read this shit. The fucking hell? Okay. I wish I could read that. They need to add like how a lot of games do it these days. I can read this. Nice information. You're dead. A cell
I think
phone.
this is the woman's cell phone. I'll go through it later.
As good as the game looks, the mechanic-wise, it's kind of meh. Lock it.
Necklace. HP. Must be initials. I'll hang on to this.
There's something down here.
Someone was dragged away. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you now? Well, I have a bad feeling of that right in front of me.
Sam, I've got a very strange tree here. There's a man hanging from it, tangled in vines.
Looks like PGR work. Be careful.
I need to check him out. Damn, he's way up there.
Is that what you think
I'll
of this
shoot the
time?
vine. Evidence is down. Let's see what he's hiding.
Let me smell your butt.
Why the hell does this guy have the car keys? Shouldn't they be in the car or on the driver?
Anything else here? Anything I should know about? I don't know. This game, so far this game hasn't pulled me in yet.
Finally, let's see what's inside.
You didn't even use the key.
Another brochure? This bike shop at Venona Sunshine gas station must be important. Holy
Ah, they got the
these
receipts.
exchanges are enlightening.
They got receipts.
I'm just here, reading your thoughts.
This is what I mean when I say I got receipts.
Less whining, more listening. I found our PGR culprit.
Go on.
A 10-year-old girl named Harper Parker, with a green thumb, really good with plants.
That explains the IV guy in the tree, and the necklace you found.
Uh-huh. Even better. I think I know where to find her. The bike shop.
So those messages are connected.
Last time I checked, she was in a hotel.
Exactly. But before I head out, I need to make a call.
You know, evidence is usually backed and tagged, not dialed into.
This isn't exactly a normal situation. Besides, plastic bags pollute the earth. Have some
It's
sense,
not
man.
the game that's laggy. Okay. Call back, last call, call believe.
Hello? Who is this?
Who are you? Why do you have Betsy's phone?
Betsy? Okay, look. Your friend was in an accident. I'm sorry for your loss.
My loss. Are you a cop?
No.
No,
Then what are you doing there?
I was just passing by.
Concerned
Wait a second.
citizen, shall we say?
Your voice sounds familiar.
Concerned citizen.
No, it doesn't. What happened, Rain? Did you get a name?
The dead woman is Betsy. The person I was just talking to was a glitcher.
How can you be so sure?
When Betsy couldn't reach the phone, he hacked into the car radio and made contact. I don't know why he was talking to me, but he knew what was happening here.
Maybe he was just curious. After all, even though he's a glitcher, he is still a human being.
Whatever. I'm holding a blank piece of evidence now. That human being just killed the phone.
There's already a lot of PGR here. Let's hit the road.
I kind of want to investigate. I want to know more. What's over here? Nothing? The game looks good for a horror game, an indie horror game at least. It's not the game that's lagging, 'cause I have a frame render on here, and I can see it's running fine. It's just whatever optimization they did. There's a path this way. Shall we check it? Oh, that's my heart rate. Nothing there. I don't know what that bong is. There's a thing down there. It says there's a thing. We're gonna check this out. There's also a suitcase in here. Oh, we're gonna hit the road, I guess. I thought that was straight a person right there. Up there we go.
breathe.
Alright, to town we go, I guess.
I need to go back. I'm not done here.
What? Oh, I have to go down back. Oh my god. She said let's hit the road. I thought I had to go to the road. How do I hold breath?
Can't breathe.
I'm confused on the directions I'm supposed to be going. I'm confused on what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh my god. Of course it was just a little fucking thing.
I think this is our best bet for getting inside, Sam.
Take a deep breath. You'll figure out a way in.
The fuse is blown. I can probably get the garage door open if I reach the electrical panel.
Just don't try using your finger. Throw the tech blade. It'll complete the circuit.
Tech blades, okay. Q.
Perfect. That should power up the garage door. I should throw my tech blade to the fuse box. I should throw my tech blade to the fuse box.
That one or this one? Oh, that's what it meant. Okay.
It worked. The garage door is opening. It's locked tight.
I hear sounds that I don't like.
This Kyle Adams is a real piece of work, but I kind of like him.
Anything here? No. It says there's a bike shop. It's clearly an
All right,
automobile
Sam.
shop.
Heading upstairs.
Just watch your back.
Let's see if there's anything useful in this dump. Looks like this Owen guy was a real pain for someone.
gather that information because I'm not reading how that fucking sets it up. Oh god, that scared the fucking hell out of me.
Warehouse key? Check. This might come in handy. Sam, another one of those damn silhouettes showed up.
Stay calm. You know they're harmless.
Yeah, but why do they keep appearing? Pointless little creeps. Sam, I found some docs from Silverlight Labs and Clinic. Isn't that the high-end research place in Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a top-tier lab and clinic known for advanced genetic research and cutting-edge treatments.
Uh-huh. Well, this document could land them in hot water and put us into early retirement.
What do you mean?
It says our little PGR, Harper Parker, is a bioforger. She was delivered to the
Ooh,
clinic
nice
as
words.
a test subject by someone named Ava Carter.
Silverlight specializes in genetic disorders and rare diseases. Maybe they thought the kid could help answer some big questions.
Sam, are you suffering from caffeine poisoning or something? They're doing illegal experiments on PGRs.
That's seriously messed up. Wait. If Harper was at the crash site, she must have left the clinic.
Or
Yeah.
escaped. And now Ava might be hunting her down. Damn it. This could be a chase between Ava and Harper.
We need to find at least one of them.
Agreed. Hold on. I heard something.
Why do we need to investigate? Why is it my... That's nice. Drawing name. Why is it my problem? Got a gun.
Sam, I'm in the bathroom. There's a hexagon on the floor.
A washroom, I
with glowing
prefer.
blue runes. Looks like this place was set up for some kind of ritual. Witchcraft crap or something.
Can you make out anything?
Looks familiar. In the center it says eternity.
Stay away from that circle, Rain. I
Yeah,
mean it.
as I step into it, you know.
Are you okay? Rain? Rain!
Stop yelling in my ear. I'm fine.
You're really raising the bar.
Laundry key. At this rate, I'll have more keys than a prison guard.
The voice acting is to be desired.
Jackson, this is Ava. I need to leave now. Harper's back and things are getting out of control. Get back to the market. We need to meet as soon as possible.
I think I should go to the store.
But first, see if you can find anything useful.
Oh. I wrecked that already. I wrecked that already. I didn't realize that was a piece of evidence.
Let's move this out of the way.
I did not realize. That was my fault. I saw my target, I pointed, I aimed, and got shot. I have a strange feeling that these things are gonna come alive. And then I'm gonna be in trouble. I have a storage room key and a laundry room key. Let's see, can I...
If something feels like it's guiding you, is it really random? I need to go to the market now.
Okay, let's go this way.
I found a laundry, Sam. I'm in.
How's it looking in there?
It's
This
just
looks like
regular
a,
laundry room, and it's quiet.
this is a stolen asset. Well, not stolen, but this was used in the Doctor Who game. 1-to-1. Austin from the YouTube video that's being recorded version of me show a photo of that, I guess. It's 1-to-1 design. I did not realize we're dealing with another Quinfall here, which I do want to play. It's on sale. I wanted to see how bad is a stolen, well, not stolen asset, bought an asset
What
game.
What now?
Some invisible
Hi,
creature just threw me
ghost.
against the wall. I think I shot it. I saw a silhouette before it vanished.
Can I get just one peaceful second, Rain?
I think I've developed a habit of going through walls.
You found a bunch of keys. Try using a door
Walls
for
or floor?
God's sake.
Well, next time there's a paranormal activity, I'll ask them to throw me through a door, just for you.
Fair point. What the fuck was that? Can I go back through here? There's an arcade machine.
Whoa. I feel dizzy.
That's not great for
Sam,
my tinnitus.
there are dead bodies. DIB agents.
But how can that be?
I have no idea. I'll check the bodies.
What you got?
Resonance bullets? Shit. Only DIBs use these.
Well, that sucks to be us.
They were caught off guard.
Cool. I will shoot whatever that is.
This soldier's position is different. Could he be the one who attacked his teammates?
So you think it's a betrayal?
I found resonance bullets, but maybe he was a mentalist. Infiltrated their thoughts, made them turn on each other.
I have no idea what we're getting into, Rain. But you better be careful.
I'm picking up a signal from the tracker.
I was waiting
The
for it to
agents
let me
must
in
have
the rest of
suspected
it.
something paranormal.
You think something's caught in the trap?
There's only one way to find out. I'll follow the signal, see what they picked up.
I'm sure it's not something pretty. Most likely ends with you flying into a wall. Again.
DipSec security system active. Access limited to card authorization level.
The
Please
fuck?
use a
Ghost is
valid
in my head?
The shutters are bent outwards.
Then something dangerous is still inside.
You're chanting, Sam.
Look, I'm sorry, but you need to be careful.
Beep beep.
They reinforced the door with DeepSec. I can't log in.
Have you tried your own DIB card?
Yes, smarty pants. It says I'm not authorized. Suggestions?
Ah, I'll take that as a compliment. Well, such authorizations are usually supported by some mechanistic infrastructure.
So?
So you'll probably find a cable somewhere that leads to the computer handling the authorization.
Roger that. Follow the cable, find the computer.
Yeah, piece of cake.
This way. This way! God? Fucking next thing that happens, I swear to God. Is there a hold my breath button?
Well, this is the strangest door I've ever seen.
Considering you usually go through walls, it must be interesting.
Seriously, Sam, there's a door made of blue smoke in the middle of the hallway.
That's weird.
There are shapes drawn on the floor.
I will say they got comedy
like the ones
down
I saw in the
well.
bathroom. Some kind of ritual nonsense.
Maybe you should stay away.
I can't examine it from a distance. I'll just take a look.
She must be white.
Jeez. I think I found the Batcave's secret entrance. Gigantic doors. But
The fuck?
this just keeps getting more interesting.
Hey, girl!
What's happening?
Altar. It looks like it should be a computer altar. A computer thing, but it's a scroll.
The objects must be channeling the energy. I guess that means I can't take anything out of here.
Up we go, I guess. There's no power in here. I guess there's gonna be moments where you can't tell how many bullets you have, which should be cool.
Is this an invitation or just an automatic door?
I'm hoping it's not an invitation.
Well, what do we have here? What's happening?
Oh. Ay, ay, ay. That hurt my ears. That still hurts my ears.
I feel different. Something just happened. I better get out of here.
You think that now?
Sam? You there?
Oh, you scared the hell out of me. I couldn't reach you.
Sorry about that. No connection inside.
What are you talking about? Where were you?
No time to explain now. I'll fill you in after I follow the cable.
Where's the cable? I went up
killing
to
me
it and I
here, Ray.
pressed that.
Alright. Remember the weird door I mentioned?
Yeah, remember when I told you not to go near it?
Well, that weird door led to a weirder place. It was dark, lit by lines of light. I found a scroll, but when I picked it up, the energy stopped flowing, and then there was this other object, and...
Whoa, slow down, Ray.
Sorry. It's hard to explain. I can feel it, but it's like trying to remember a dream. It's not a dream, though. It's real, just waiting to be discovered.
Maybe save the exploring for later?
Nah, bitch! Guess that's not the correct panel. No? This game's controls is a little weird. And it seems like an interesting story, but like what's holding me back from enjoying my experience is the feel of the game. Okay.
I found the computer.
Good. You can authorize your VIP card now.
Nothing comes easy.
Need help?
I got this. Just need to find the right order.
Okay. So I don't know how I do this. So is this the order I need? So I need... Looking for LD. Okay, LD, I need LD DX. LD DX, LD DX, LD HL. Am I looking for something that resembles that? LD. LDHL, 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 LDF test. Fuck. Need LDBC, LDBC, LDBC. MLOP. I don't know what I'm looking for. Hmm. I really do not like this hacking system. I'm looking for DPC10. I don't like this hacking system at all. Now I'm looking for that. Okay, this is easier now that I understand it a bit more, I think. There we go.
Finally.
Fucking hell.
Card authorized.
Good job.
I'm exploring a bit.
If the DIB placed a sentinel sphere here, they knew something had gone wrong.
Did they? Or did they just want to hide something like these companies always seem to do? Oh, I can go back this way.
Sam, I found a damaged UV panel here.
How bad is it? If you can get it working, you'll be able to see what's out there.
It's in a pretty rough shape, but I'll give it a shot.
Perfect!
What's that noise?
Damn panel. It's working, but it's going haywire.
That's really not good.
Perfect!
Yeah? You think so?
The noise stopped. Everything okay over there?
I think it just woke something up.
Get out, Rex.
What's going on here?
Things that most people can't comprehend.
Well,
I think we're at the end of the demo, I think.
that's just great. Who are you? Why am I here?
This is a place where thoughts take form, where time and space lose their grip. I am just an echo of your mind. To know why you're here. Let's first know yourself.
Riddles? Really? If you want me to understand, you're gonna have to be more clear than that.
And it begins with recognition. What do you understand? With the words are symbols, just as this place is.
Okay. You're one of them, right? The shadows I've been seeing my whole life? Why am I seeing you now?
Perhaps it's what your eyes want to see, or maybe the question itself is an illusion.
Is that all you got? Just riddles? I thought you have answers. Real ones.
The truth hides in a dream you don't yet grasp. Sometimes you can't see it until you wake, but every awakening leads to another dream.
But every awakening leads.
You in the chair? No one's in the chair.
You're not gonna believe this, Sam. This time, I found myself sitting across from a man. A silhouette, really.
Like the ones you've been seeing?
Yeah, but this one talked. Called himself an echo of my mind.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not
No.
really, just more questions.
I just got
But there was something about dreams and waking
fucking
up.
sending whispers
Whatever
like I'm
this
fucking
is,
a
It's playing with your
I
mind.
like I speak
Looks
snake
like
or
I'm already
something.
losing my mind.
Parcel tongue.
Alright, I'm in the store. TVs must be sleeping.
Alright, I might have to split this one into two parts for a video because we have not that long until Destiny's thing drops, so we're going to do this. So I can continue when I want, okay. The large demo. I did enjoy that. The echoes end here. Do you wish to end? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Is it PlayStation hosting it then? 45 minutes. Come. We're gonna be back. We're taking a quick break. We're waiting for this. I'm gonna go pee. Quickly. And we'll be back. We'll be back. I gotta go pee. Cool. Alright. Sorry, I'm back. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm back. Okay. We're back. We're waiting for this to start. What do you mean in the meantime? We can check Twitter. See if there's any announcements. What? Okay, I guess. There we go. We can also look at the Humble bundle, actually. Choice changed. Right? Today's Tuesday. I thought Humble changes today. When does HUMBL choice game change? So 1 o'clock it changes today. Okay. Let me check you though. Ben's offered a bomb voices built in Severance. That's funny. GTA, PC upgrade.
Back. You're still a bounty hunter, but now you hunt demons.
That's cool. There's a new mech game, beta program at PlayStation. Introducing beta program at PlayStation. Might as well register for this. You might register for, it's not out yet. It's not available for Canada. Of course, it's not available for, never available for Canada, guys. Season. We're not gonna get any changes or anything for a fucking thing. Hey, Riders Republic. Odyssey information. These are available for PlayStation Plus. I'm excited for this. I want to play this. Because I was not dropping my money for that because it's stupid. People didn't like it, so... People didn't like it, so I'm not going to... Is it out? Is it out? Wait, is Split Fiction out? Because if that's the case, I can get someone on right now to play that. What the fuck happened to new game releases on fucking the Steam page? GTA has a new upgrade. It doesn't look like it's out. It doesn't look like it's out. Vector Strike is out. At the library. It's a soccer game. First person Rocket League looking game, it looks like. Bongo Cat, specials, trending. It doesn't look out. It doesn't look out. It looked like it out, but... It's not out. Why does it look out? There's also supposed to be another game called War Robots. That's supposed to release today too. Who knows? Let's check. Epic? Maybe it only released on the Epic launcher. Because Split Fiction is out. I wouldn't mind playing that today. What the hell? We Are Cleaners? It's a free game. We Were Cleaners? I don't know. These changes in like 2 days. I don't know. Escape from Tarkov Arena. Add to wish list. This looks cool. Initial release date. This looks cool. Escape from Tarkov Arena. I like Escape from Tarkov. I just can't play it anymore. Well, not that I can't play it anymore. I just choose not to. This comes out March 6th. This is available next month. This is available in a few days. Low life forms. This looks like a porn game. Split Fiction is supposed to be out, apparently. It says 2025. It doesn't say when it's releasing. I wish it was. Oh, this is Splitgate 2. Oops, wrong one. I thought it was Split Fiction for a second there, but my bad. My bad. No, Epic Games had some weird, like, launches. Like, have you ever noticed that? Like, Epic Game has weird launches. There's my little Seggy Vixie. Hey! Turts my dirts! How is it going? This is an underwater game, it looks like. Is Turtle alive? No. What just tried taking money from me? I was also charged an ATM fee. I was charged an ATM fee for some reason. Oh, what ATM? Wow. Well, I'm sorry. I just got a notification that someone attempted to take money from my account. I don't know why there's an ATM fee though. Who knows? Who realistically knows? Who realistically knows? I don't know. Well, I'm waiting for this thing to start here, unfortunately. Where is it? Oh, I'm in here. I should exit this. I'm waiting for the, I'm confused by some of these. But I'm waiting for this to start. But as you see in the title of the stream, Blade and Salt is slated on my thing to play during stream. But I want to make sure I can watch this first, because this is important. Ow. Sir, you had your opportunity yesterday. You ditched me. Why was it worth it? Why was it worth it? You got a sub? Submission? Or subscription? Or like food? On Twitch? I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud. Why aren't you streaming now? Huh? You got a subscription? You ain't streaming? I see. You just don't like streaming these days, huh? There's a new thing. New attacker, new weapon, celebration packs, reputation, dynamics. You should download Destiny and stream Destiny as a free-to-play player. That's what's trending right now.
Invictus.
Every core.
That's for Split Fiction. Split Fiction. SPLITFIX. X? Where the fucking X come in fiction? I get that. FICTION. I don't know why I kept putting X in there like X was important. No! SPLIT. This game.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I really don't do small talk.
Nice to meet you too.
So you want to go through more of your crazy stories?
My crazy stories?
But how are we supposed to get out of here if we don't start to trust each other?
I don't need your trust.
Well, I kind of need yours.
2, 1!
Oh, lesbians.
I took inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
Look at all of this. It's amazing. I base the story around my dad. All I can do is write this silly story. Oh, we'll face it together. We got this.
Have you ever played It Takes Two or the prison one? Same developers.
Follow my lead. Are you for real, Zoe? I wrote it when I was a kid. What sort of devil child were you?
Hands above your head.
What now? Ah! I did not sign up for this. Brace yourself, Zoe!
No! I didn't want to watch that one. There we go. But yeah, no. Stepsisters or... No, they're people that hate each other and they're stuck in a video game and both their worlds and stories are colliding. One likes science fiction, the other one likes fantasy fiction. It's an interesting game. You know, why are you not in Discord? Why you no Discord call me, eh, bud? You like to shoot the shit, but you don't like to shoot the shit face to face. They end up scissoring. I don't know. I don't know. I knew what you were talking about. Okay, bud? Man hates me. Man doesn't call me no more. He disappears when he does. No, he doesn't love me no more. He doesn't love me no more. He just pops in like that's enough, you know? New Destiny. No, there's no New Destiny game. I want OYR X to SPANK me. Destiny -3. I'm not gonna put it in there because I'm not sure if they'll ban me for watching this shit. OYRX, the Taking King. This man has drip. This is how it was made TCG card. You know, he doesn't have any resemblance to his sister. He does. He does. He got resurrected in this episode so far. I'm kind of shocked that he resurrected him. This is his sister. He also has another sister. Oryx family. That's not his family. The Taken. He's got like an extensive fucking family tree. You got Sabathun, Balak, Zivu Arath. They got kids. Sisters. Zivu. Let's see. This is his son. He's got Spiky. Looks like a twink. Hey. It looks like a twink. If it fucks, I mean, if it sounds like a twink, it's a twink. We got 22 minutes. Yeah, no comment on that one, eh? I want you to Google search right now, Turtle, a twonk. Just Google search TWONK. I can't because it's streaming. Or, you know, Google search Charizard-ing. Don't ask how I know this information. No. Hey. Sometimes you have to do... We know. Sometimes I have to do these deep Google searches to trick people into searching it into it, okay? We got twonks, we got twinks, gilfs, milfs, dilfs, bilfs, sylphs, twelves. There's so many adjectives. Kills, chilfs. What's a oh no, no. Why? Oh no! Said every priest. God. That's the auto mod. Sorry. Can't have people in here. You're disturbing the beast. Twitch loud chilfs, but not gilfs. I'm starting to think that Twitch is the church. We got 19 minutes for this. Let's start this. Oh god. The Catholic Church. Okay, bud. Okay, bud. There's this new mecha game that came out. It looks interesting. But I want to play this. Where is it? It's in my library. I want to play this. It's a horror game. Forgive me, Father Twitch, my cries, for I have sinned. This is a horror game about delivering, like Uber Eats. It's free. It looks cool. Join Dan. I didn't get a ring a ding 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 ding. I'm free. Butter my toast.
Wait.
What?
I'm trying to decide if because I just got into high rank, right?
You just got into
want
high rank, oh.
Yeah, I'm Monster Hunter. Do I want to play that and get my ass eaten out, or do I just want to? I think I'm gonna play Monster Hunter. I'm gonna stream Monster Hunter. But yeah.
But yeah.
But
you don't sound so enthusiastic about it.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just actually it is, because here's the thing. I fought the end game. Well, not but like let's say low rank end game boss with a hunting horn that I barely know how to use. Beat him first go. I fought a fucking chicken on high rank and I got my ass handed to me like 3 times. I've never been so sexually assaulted
by a chicken
since fucking the Twitch auto mod. Yeah.
It sucks to suck, doesn't it?
Dude, it sucks to fucking it just sucks. Well, it's just a huge difference. And it's kind of like defeats the whole purpose of fighting a fucking giant monster low rank boss. And then it's like, here's a chicken, now die.
I think
what was on your controller?
I broke it. Okay. Oh, I fixed it.
Good. It's time to move on.
I thought I broke it.
It's time to move on.
It's time to move on.
Oh.
I'm supposed to see Captain America, whatever the new one's called. Which is ironically should have been a Hulk movie. 3 Hulk villains. Well,
yeah, I know. Fucking dude, the Hulk is an MCU is nothing.
Have you seen?
He's a joke. He's a side character.
Have you seen the new Hulk leaks?
Let's be real though. He's gonna get his own movie, right? He'll be a side character.
It'll be about his son, Scar.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd watch that though. I read those comics. Those were fucking baller.
But yeah, it looks like Planet Hulk might be a thing by the leaks.
They'll fuck it up. MCU will fuck it.
It's part of the Doomsday comic book run, which is a really good comic book run.
The Doomsday comic?
Yeah, here, I'll show you the leaks. Can I show leaks on Twitch? Doomsday LEA.
It's probably gonna be terrible. because they do that to the Hulk constantly. Oh yeah, they also turned him into. Is it like a separate universe kind of thing?
It's I think it might be a multiverse because if he's Doctor Doom, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like the concept art looks really cool. You got Quill and White Vision. This is the Hulk image that they dropped with the official signing. It looks kind of cool with the Hulk people.
Oh my God, they're
giving
his cousin. His cousin. Why are they giving his cousin another chance? That shit sucked.
I think it was right. They did blame writers because the writer did suck.
The writers sucked.
They shouldn't.
Well, the actor was a bitch too.
The actor, she plays a good She-Hulk. She plays a good She-Hulk. It's her writing that sucks.
I mean,
she is
with the writers.
You have Wong, Quill, all these people. Joe Locke is returning.
I still feel like all of that is gonna be more part of the. There's not gonna be an actual Hulk. Like there'll be references to it.
Well, Doomsday's the next biggest thing, so they're gonna have to build a lot of films to lead towards it, especially because when it comes out, like May 2026, next year, about 2 months from now, so a year and 2 months, 14 months.
Yeah. I mean, I'll wait if they fucking.
So I will say, rewatching the Avengers movies, because I've been doing a rewatch, Hulk was good until Endgame. Because if you think about it, Age of Ultron, he was just Hulk the whole time, hulking out. They had to worry about him. They had to send the Avengers to take him out. They didn't end up taking him out. They just had to end up, like, taking a ship and launching him until he can calm down.
What? No, he did that himself.
No, that was Black Widow. Black Widow literally just took a ship and hit him until he calmed down. And then he ended up using that.
The end of Ultron.
The end of Ultron, he took Hulk flew himself away. Oh. And then Hulk was really good in Ragnarok. I remember it being much worse, but he was pretty good in Ragnarok.
Hulk was a toddler, and he was basically just a joke, like literally just the only problem I have with. Well, I have a couple problems, but the problem I have with the Hulk in the MCU is he's a big green pincushion gorilla. There's no implication that he gets the stronger the madder he gets. None. There was none in the MCU.
No, they did that in Ragnarok when Thor fought him. At first Thor was beating him, and then he got angry and then destroyed Thor.
But yeah, but everybody's like, oh, but he fucking got stunned or whatever, and it's like.
Well, Hulk is, at first, when Hulk experiences a new stunning, he tends to be weaker to it, but afterwards, it does. Hulk is a person where the same trick does not work twice. And we know that from comic books.
Are you talking to me about what Hulk...
I
know why that motherfucker's pants turned purple.
It's a good lore bit. There's a YouTube video, those who are watching on Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube, that you should watch about it. It's funny. It's canon, but it's funny. I think it was towards Endgame they made him really a joke.
He sucks. He sucks. He's a gag character. He's just, I don't know. He was a pincushion, especially in Endgame. Like he's like, oh, fucking just use.
Well, he was scared. He was terrified the first time that fucking Thanos fucking. And we all can agree Thanos is one of the greatest villains of all time, and can go toe to toe with the Hulk because he's got the Infinity Stones. And Hulk's like, nah, bitch, I ain't fucking that shit. He's got the Reality Stone. He can rewrite my whole bloodstream.
But that's the thing, is that they went against the comics because.
But also it makes sense because he had the Reality Stone, and Hulk does not want to not exist.
If Hulk's dumb 99% of the time, he don't know what a Reality Stone is. That was beyond my comprehension. He don't even fucking.
You knew what a Reality Stone was?
No. I don't. No. They just made him a joke. That's why.
I don't think if you rewatch it, he's not. He's still kind of a joke, but he's not as big of a joke as we like. Rewatching it, it's.
He got his salad tossed by a fucking Jeep. a Jeep. He used to eat those. Not literally, but like he used to like
Hulk is
turn them
getting
into
better.
Hulkmans.
Hulk is getting better because they now have the a good writer for Hulk.
Like, what do you mean he's getting better?
The new writer for Hulk is a avid fan of the comics.
Oh, so the one before was just some jabroni random.
Well,
which I wouldn't be
wasn't a
surprised.
random, but they got the same person who was doing Avengers movies to write Hulk, which is kind of hard. Like,
yeah,
that's why I appreciated the Spider-Man, the final film, the third film, because they had also the writer of Doctor Strange involved with it, which made sense since Doctor Strange was in it.
Yeah.
But also, there should be a Doctor Strange and Hulk film because they would go so well together.
Yes, the Defenders, like they had a whole thing. They go. I hate that MCU just tries to like deviate from the comic path really hard.
I think
to try and be different.
I think what a lot of people forget is these films are not meant for comic book lovers. It's meant to broaden people out to it, to bring them to comic books or to other Marvel media. So we like,
and a lot of the time it fails.
It's successful. There's a lot of Marvel fans more nowadays than others.
Yeah, but it's divided now.
Yeah, where I do like what they're doing with DC. DC is looking to be very spicy, and I do agree with James Gunn's thing that they want to try to use Superman as little as possible. Superman should be only involved in either his films or these bigger threat films, because Superman is just a tyrant. Superman versus any villain, no problem. Superman will clean sweep.
That's the same thing that could have been with Hulk, but like I said, he's just a big green gorilla.
It always depends on who's writing these things. Like, I really do believe they should have Sam Raimi write Hulk plots.
I think they should have had me write Hulk plots. I'm not gonna make him like, I don't know, but still, you can't just leave out the most important thing that's known about the character. That everybody, like, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. Like, there's just so much shit. They could have made multiple movies off of it, and I guess they're doing it now, maybe.
The thing is, I think also the MCU got too big too quick. Because I don't think they thought Iron Man was going to be such a success.
No.
I also didn't expect all these movies to be so as big as they were. Like,
Well,
that's
the
how it
thing
feels.
is-
If you watch it, it feels like they were shocked at how big it got so quick.
Well, there's a reason for that. It's because, comics were blowing people's minds since, like, before the 60s. Like, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, they fucking, like, they use insanely long words just to describe a punch. Like, people just loved that back then, and they love it now, but now they try to base it off of relatability and
That's how you get people to watch films. As much as we hate it, it's how people get to watch films.
because it just became a common trope. It's like that's why Godzilla and King Kong is good. Nobody fucking is gonna relate that shit to real life.
I
It's a
will
fucking
say,
big-ass
I
lizard
do
and a
appreciate
giant
that
monkey.
with this new Godzilla movies, they have separated the monster plot with the human plot, where the humans, there's a lot of relatability, a lot of threats going on, but also when it skips to Kong and Zilla fighting, it's like, okay, we're back to monster.
Well, when you watch those movies, you're not thinking, damn, this isn't really relatable.
I will
nobody
arguably say
thinks that
the Transformer movies are the worst movies on this planet, but they're also the most entertaining movies.
Yeah, because they're big ass, crazy CGI robots. Like, I'm not there for the plot. I'm there to see a fucking robot kick somebody in the face.
You know what I'm excited for though? The Fantastic Four movie.
Oh god, another one?
This time it looks to be good because it has Pedro Pascal.
Is that the one where Ben Grimm is like a fucking... Like, he looks okay?
He looks like
a
comic
really
book
old version?
He looks like
an
comic
old...
book.
he looks a very old version. of Ben Grimm. You can't just it's fine. I'm not upset with it, but Ben Grimm is he just looks like an old version that needs to be updated. But he sounds stupid. He's supposed to have a New York accent. What the fuck?
I think it's a good cast. He looks like comic book Thing. She looked like.
Why is Invisible Woman the tallest motherfucker there?
Well, if you look at it, they're standing back in different. She's furthest ahead. He's a bit back. He's super back. He's way back there. That's why he looked short.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
It's you can tell by where they're standing and positioning themselves.
Like, well, I mean, still, he's not that much taller.
But I think
Thing is supposed to go toe to toe with the Hulk all the time, even though he never wins.
The Thing could, but the problem with Thing is he's endurance, like, Thing's endurance is so much lower than the Hulk's.
Oh, yeah.
They're so similar, but because he's made of rock, you can slowly chip away at him, which makes him weaker in that aspect. But also the positive side of the Thing is always in control of himself. He doesn't lose his anger.
Right.
That's why I think the Thing is a really good character to pair with Hulk all the time, is because they're kind of opposites of each other in a sense.
I mean, yeah, they're both dealing with issues of being.
Like, Thing struggles with finding himself again, but he is himself. He just can't because he looks like a monster. He thinks he's a monster, so he acts like a monster.
Yeah.
But
I don't think that was the right word to describe. I think it was like they're similar, but they're like, I don't know.
They're opposite sides of the spectrum, but they're the same character in a sense.
Yeah.
But I also think it's the best cast we've ever gotten for Fantastic Four. Like Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
I think it's weird. I think it's a little weird. It just looks weird. To me, it didn't.
Like,
I think for the Thing in that old movie, where that one right there,
yeah,
that was good.
I love I loved every iteration of the Thing. Even in this one, the Thing was the best fucking thing in this movie.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I know almost.
I wouldn't suggest seeing it, but it's also like I generally liked the Thing's casting, so I watched it.
But that is that the one where he looks like realistic?
Yeah. But also, like, you have Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. Awesome casting. If you thought of Johnny Storm, he's who you think. I mean, he's most well known from Stranger Things. But he basically plays Thing. Oh, they already have the casting for Doomsday out? Wait. This must be a leak, because this is not supposed to be known yet. You have Chris Evans, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Vanessa Kirby, Haley Stanfield, Pedro Pascal, Ian Venny, Chris Hemsworth, Black Widow. How is Black Widow dead?
Yeah, cool down.
Benedict Cumberbatch, Oscar Isaac, Haley Atwell, Caitlin Aquafina, Sebastian Stan, Charlie Ka, Tony Lee Chu.
They even excluded him from the damn. No, there he is, Mark Ruffalo. I also don't like Mark Ruffalo.
I think Mark Ruffalo's a good Bruce, but not a good Hulk.
No.
I think he's a good Bruce, but not a good Hulk.
I don't like him. He's just fucking. He's like weirder than Bruce even. Like Bruce isn't weird. He's just like. I don't know.
Bruce suffers from anxiety because of the Hulk, and he plays the anxiety part.
That's okay-ish, but like, that's just, I don't know.
But also, like, I'm excited to see Tom Holland meet Doctor Doom because his mentor / father figure was Iron Man, and Tony. And so him being a villain and a different kind of person. Oh.
Guardians, hello. It's good to see y'all again.
Stream's up, guys. We're now watching the reveal for Act 2 Heresy. I'm excited to see what they're going to show off.
with Heresy Act 2, and just for fun, a little bit of a sneak peek to what's to come with Act 3 as well.
Senior
My name's
social
Andy.
media
I work on
manager.
the social media team here, and worry not, we've got, as usual, an amazing cast of guests to go ahead and walk through some of the finer details of what you're going to be seeing today. So, as always, there's no time like the present. Let's go ahead and dive on in and get them introduced so we can go ahead and show you what we got in store. Here, sitting to my left, up first, is someone who, if you joined us last time, is someone that you may have already known. Rather, sorry, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure we get right to our intro.
I might get
Someone you
Humble
may
Bundle
already
this
know,
month.
architect here at Bungie, the one and only Mr. Nico Stevens. Nico, how's it going today, man?
It's going great. Thanks for having me, Andy. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well, thank you. I appreciate it. So for anyone that maybe didn't join us last time or isn't
Wild
aware
Hearts
of what
is
a
on
narrative
here.
architect does, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. So like I said, my name's Nico Stevens. I'm narrative architect at Bungie. I've been here since Season of Dawn, and basically I contribute to all of the stories that people play through, whether it's text, lore, gun names, building out the actual beats of the story. And as the architect, more recently, what I've been doing is kind of putting together the player journey.
This is your carbon copy /
player
standard
experiences
model
go through
for
the beats of, like,
Twink
main campaign.
Canadian.
Yeah, so you're tugging our heartstrings months in advance at times.
Oh.
Excellent. Well, thank you. It's been a lot
He
of
just
fun
looks like it.
talking
He
so
sits
far
there
this
at night.
episode. Sitting next to him, we have a new face joining us today, a senior designer here at
The,
Bungie.
I just looked at the Humble
Quentin
Bundle trades,
Munoz
which I'll go
Resin.
over through
Quentin, how's it
stream.
going, man?
It's a good month for Humble Bundle.
Thanks for having me here on the couch.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time to join us. This is your first time joining us, so really quickly, second verse, same as the first. For anyone that doesn't know you or doesn't get the privilege of working with you here at Bungie, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure, yeah, I am an activity designer. I've been with Bungie since the Beyond
This
Light
guy doesn't
expansion.
look like he wants
And
to
I
be
worked
on stream.
For example, the Altars of Summoning activity in Season of the Witch, and the Breach executable from episode Echoes.
Very exciting. And of course, some more stuff we'll be diving into here just very shortly. And then, of course, sitting just next to him, a man that is a friend to all Guardian kind and needs no introduction. So we're not going to give him one. Let's go into the show. I'm just kidding. Sitting next to him is, of course, the incomparable one and only Mr. Dylan Gaffner, Global Community Lead here at Bungie.
They're all
Dylan,
wearing flannels. The one stream I'm not wearing a flannel.
Rick Cactus intro. I'm very much looking forward to
I tried to edit it down, as you can tell. So for anyone that may not have worked with you or your team in the wild world of social media, or is just somehow meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so Dylan Gaffner, DMGO4, as many know, Breadmaster, the guy that says we're listening. Yeah, ultimately, I'm a community lead here for Destiny, top of the team, where we run all the TWIDs, we make sure Guardians are informed, we take your feedback, pass it along to the dev team. But most importantly, we try to act as like the seat at the table for players. So if there's feedback, if there's conversation around something, or, oh hey, excitement around activities, we make sure that voice is heard in all the meetings that we go to.
Excellent. Well, thank you, as always, for being a voice of the player here in our hallowed halls. We do appreciate it. And in addition to these fine folks, we're also going to have some other folks joining us throughout the show. It's a pretty jam-packed one, so we'll make sure to introduce them as they come along. But worry not, that's just not me summoning them into existence. We have a ton of folks here to show you what's in store. So let's go ahead and kick things off. Nico, I'd love to go ahead and start with you. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and be concluding Act 1
Hope Turtle wins
episode
against that
Heresy here very briefly and leading into Act 2. Before we kick off Act 2, can you just tell us a little bit about what got us here today?
Yeah, so as people who've been playing know, we had an Echo that came from the Pale Heart, came screaming out from the death of the Witness, slammed into the Dreadnought. This revivified Oryx in the form of the Echo of Navigation. We found that during the finale of our first act, and over the course of searching for it, we delved deeper into the Dreadnought, started uncovering taken powers, and we met an enemy of the Dread who has taken something from us.
Interesting. And also, in addition to our enemies, there's an ally of ours that had a very difficult start to the story. Are we going to be seeing more of Eris's story as we dive into Act 2?
Yeah, so...
Finally, I want to know more
let's
information
see.
about
So back in
Eris's
Act
more.
1, anybody who's playing through that first mission, you recognize that we had to change Eris's class designation from Lightless Hunter to Shish Kebab.
How dare you?
But in Act 2, you're going to be hearing some whispers from beyond the veil as you're going through Nether, as you're going through Court, and as you're exploring those activities and exploring the Dreadnought more, you're going to be picking up some of these messages and hopefully being able to reach beyond that and see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
And for our eagle-eyed players who played through the first act and saw that cutscene where Eris died, they see her wake up in this ascendant world, very much resembling a throne world.
Yeah, there's been some
Eris
education
has her
guesses
own.
in that direction. But,
I think Eris has her own
obviously there will be a
throne
lot
world.
of lore to dive into, so Vase, if you're out there, maybe you can help us out and kind of tell us a little bit more about what's to come. Excellent. So that sets the stage, but we're also going to go ahead and dive into an activity here. We've got some gameplay ready to show on
I
screen.
want to see this new activity.
Quentin, we've got a new activity that we're going to go ahead and release with Act 2. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Court of Blades is?
Sure. Yeah, Court of Blades. When we were talking about bringing back the Dreadnought, obviously we're going to pay some sort of homage to the fan favorite activity, the Court of Oryx, that occurred in this space.
Yeah.
But we wanted to freshen it up. We wanted to explore, what does Destiny look like right now? And so taking that and adding to that a lot of the activities recently have been sort of longer form, maybe a little stressful. We wanted to create a shorter, quicker activity that folks can just come and slay out for 10 minutes and have fun.
Exciting. So as we go ahead and check out the Court of Blades.
The new
there's a
bow,
lot of
void bow,
new
it looks like.
augments available to players too. Actually, if we can really quickly look, there's some hive statues around. Can you tell us about the augments that players
Defeat
can have
casters
available
quickly
them
to
as they go
prevent
ahead and try and
banishment
build
or
their
fight back your
loadout
way
for this activity?
back to reality.
Sure, yeah. What we wanted to do was wanted to take some inspiration from the sort of roguelike things that we've been exploring over the last couple of years with Destiny, making sure that each run feels unique and challenging in its own way. And so what we've borrowed the concept of augmentations from Onslaught, so players will see those, and they're a little different in this case where they provide challenges that players may be able to overcome in other ways. So they're simple mechanically. A single player could go and complete the augmentation, but you might be able to just DPS the boss, pop your super, that sort of a thing, as a way to overcome that challenge. In addition, we've got sort of a randomized set of armaments that players will be able to purchase between phases that will allow them to combat those challenges a little bit.
All right, let's say we unleash our fire team here as we continue to go ahead and
So I
sort of
assume this is
explore
the
what this has
boss
to have,
rush
or has
mode.
to offer rather, but in addition to the augments, there's also going to be some hazards that the Guardians are going to be going up against as well. It's not all going to be just fun and games and building your powerful loadout. Like these folks are here to go ahead and resist you at every turn. What's it going to be like building, your loadouts as you go into this? Are you going to be able to just set one up for the week and move along, or?
So the way this is going to work, the augmentations, the challenges that get applied, start to stack the more that you play the activity.
I like this
so
map,
you
but
might
where
get
is
a
this on the
really good
Dreadnought? Or is
combination
it
that's
not
very
on the
easy for you to
Dreadnought?
blow through. Sometimes you're going to get a really bad combination of a certain boss or a certain augmentation that don't work well together. But we wanted players to have some opportunities to maybe shortcut those, or maybe combine a couple of the armaments that they can purchase and find a really cool combo. And so the armaments will actually rotate on a daily basis with the hope that there'll be sort of a meta that generates each day and then refreshes.
So as we had our fire team hop through that portal, Nico was like, "Ooh,
I know.
what we got? What we got?"
I had the same reaction actually. So these arenas are going to take place obviously across the system. Nico, can you tell us about the eagle-eyed folks in chat? Obviously, are kind of calling out where they believe that was. Can you go ahead and confirm to us where that arena was?
So the title of that area that you saw was Remnant of Silver, and that is on Io. It is in the cradle area where the Tree of Silver Wings was. And as players know, we have seen Mars come back, we've seen Titan come back, we've heard of Mercury, even though we haven't gone back and revisited it yet. Io is really the only one that we haven't really talked about at all. And that's because Io is still trapped between worlds, and right now it is in the Ascendant Plane, fully enveloped by it. And Oryx, through the Echo of or as the Echo of Navigation, I should say, is kind of reaching out to these places of paracausal power, reaching out to Io for this place of darkness, Hive worship, as you see here. The Hive have like massive connections to the darkness, obviously. And then one of the arenas that you haven't seen yet is on Europa, which is the first place that we encountered stasis through clarity control, and it is a huge font of dark energy.
Yeah, I can see why they would want to, why Oryx would connect with those places certainly, but no, it's really exciting to get to go back to Io. I think obviously Chad had the same reaction that I had when it was like it showed on screen for the first time.
I've been there.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah.
So when we're going through these arenas, like you were talking about the challenges and the difficulty with the.
It looks nice. I like the activities for this episode so
like
far.
The health scaling or things like that, or how's it different?
We will not be seeing the health scaling and health mechanics from the Nether, so that's a bit of a load off people's minds. This is intended to be a bit more of a less stressful, more fun activity, but the difficulty does escalate after every 2 challengers. And so what we want to do, we've created these sort of light mechanics. You know, what you're not going to see is true raid level experience. This is not a replacement for Pantheon, that sort of a thing. We want it to be match made. We want it to be go in and have fun. The mechanics that you can buy as armaments sometimes will provide antidotes or shortcuts to the mechanics that you're seeing as augmentations. Some of them you may recognize from the Nether. Some of them are going to be brand new, and a few of them are actually going to be things that we've taken from some favorite old exotics, such as
taken, as we see on the screen.
Sure.
Sorry.
Such as we've taken the effect from sun bracers off, and that is a thing that you can actually purchase within this this activity using the currency, and maybe combine that with something that increases ability regeneration, or maybe you see a couple of arc flavored armaments, and you decide on this run I'm going to use those.
Yeah.
So it's about mixing and matching and finding what works on a particular
a lot of chances to really exemplify your build. So also there's, in addition to kind of the standard run through that we're seeing right here, is there a higher difficulty mode available as well?
Sure, yeah. For people who like a little bit more of a challenge, we're going to have an expert version of the
Good.
activity.
Good.
Both will actually be a really good place to find the Act 2 weapons that will drop more often in both versions of the activity, but the adept versions will only drop in the expert mode.
Got it. Okay, so good reason to go ahead and make sure you got your build all tightened up. You're focusing on those augmentations and just you know, really go ahead and try and slay out, I think, honestly. I'm just going to steal your phrasing there because I can't think of anything better.
Sure.
To that end as well, Nico, we're going up against, you were mentioning at the end of Act 1, Zivu and Savathun were none too happy with Oryx's answer and demeanor towards us. Who are we going up against as we go ahead and fly through this activity?
Yeah, so a little bit of a refresher. The finale, we walked in, we saw the Echo of Navigation, and this is where Oryx learns that we killed him in the Taken King.
Yeah.
And his response is, "You killed me? Very cool."
Yeah.
I'm super into that.
How refreshing. I was like, whew, finally one less hive god to be mad at me,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what Oryx is kind of doing here is he wants you to be his guy. You know, he wants you to take up that mantle of Taken King, and he's testing you. This is him testing his knife, right? Making sure it's as sharp as it's supposed to be. And while he is doing that to prove that you are the Taken King, Zivu is here saying, no, I want my brother back.
Yeah.
Let me give you another champion. She's presenting her own hive champions, trying to say, let this be a vessel for you.
Yeah.
Much like we saw in Pit of Heresy, it's a similar idea to that. And then Savathun, on the other end of the spectrum there, is saying, this is stupid. We should all just move on from this chain to the sword logic that we have.
Yeah.
Stop being shackled to these old ideas.
Yeah.
We can all be free.
That sounds kind of heretical.
It does sound a little heretical, a little bit, yes.
I mean, we have to give a shout out. So Oryx has been kind of whispering in my ear through Nether and through the activities of Act 1. I'm assuming we'll see more. Of course, we've hidden the VO, we've hidden the subtitles and stuff to avoid spoilers. But wanted to give a shout out to the voice actor.
So the voice actor for Oryx is Joshua David King. They did a fantastic job every single time we were in the recording booth. All the narrative designers, our voice director, everybody was just losing their mind over the performance. It was fantastic. And I mean, you get to see it in the game. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's always wonderful seeing like Morla coming in, bringing Eris to life. And then in this case, Oryx is alive.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that we're having kind of relationship with the Taken King.
Yeah,
So,
and it was a big deal for us because we wanted to make sure that we
Taken
did that
King
character
friend?
justice, and they didn't really have Oryx as a character didn't really have a suite of voice acting before, so we wanted to make sure that it felt true to what Oryx was back in the Taken King as well as now with the Echo Navigation.
Evolving from just grunts of like, Taken,
Exactly.
and now it's like, yo, sword logic, you killed me, you're cool.
A lot more verbose now.
Yeah.
Oryx has been really reading the thesaurus recently and making sure that he's got his vocabulary all up to snuff. Actually, as well, really quickly, Quentin, I'd love to go ahead and check with you as well. There's new. I think we were talking about the shaping slab earlier as well before the show. What sort of additional enhancements are available there?
Sure, yeah. As people will have seen in Act 1, there's a set of upgrades that they can purchase and slot in based on how far they have ranked the vendor that are specific to the Nether and the requirements of that, providing a free revive token, things like that. Court is going to get a whole new set specifically for it, as well as some permanent upgrades to help players deal with the heavy and increasing challenge as they get deeper and deeper and try and up that score of how many challengers they can take down in a single run.
Chances for our creators to make some guys. Maybe Abontis can help us out this time around. We probably got something in store there. But we now actually would love to take a moment to introduce another new face to our couch for the very first time to help kind of talk us through some of the weapons that are going to be available to you as we go ahead and kick off Act 2 of Heresy. We are now joined by the one and only associate designer here at, probably the one and only Morgan Dickens, associate designer here at Bungie. Morgan, how's it going today?
It's going well, thank you.
Absolutely. So for anyone that doesn't get the chance to work with you at Bungie or is unfamiliar with your work, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Morgan. I'm a weapons designer here at Bungie. I work on the origin traits and perks and just the general gameplay for the weapons. I did the Act 3 weapons and the Telesto update, if that tells you anything about me.
That's true. So obviously we have Morgan to blame/thank, depending on what side of Telesto you're on for the new catalyst.
There were some whispers of Telesto's broken on me when I was like, what do you mean broken? And then it's, oh, you mean like good broken.
You're right, yeah.
So good job. Community loves it. Thanks, chat, for shouting out.
Yeah, as we all collectively wiped our brow, and we're like, okay, cool.
Telesto's broken, and
Morgan hands us another win. So speaking of, we're gonna have some new weapons. The folks in chat have obviously seen let's tell you about. Let's go ahead and start with what's here on screen. The glaive that we're looking at right now. We're gonna have some new weapons joining, but can you tell us a little bit about the glaive we're looking at right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So this glaive is Refusal of the Call. It is our second kinetic slot glaive that we have ever done, and our first strand glaive.
Excited. So this one, as someone who's been humbled by glaives more often than I care to admit in the Crucible recently,
it's got sword logic on it.
We should be looking forward to with this one.
Yeah. So as displayed on screen, Sword Logic Discord is a very fun role with good ammo efficiency and really high damage potential. And if you're looking for a fun Crucible roll, tilting at windmills and melee momentum is really fun.
Okay, that's one I'm going to.
That's a good name for a perk. Tilting at windmills in Crucible.
Yeah.
Tilting your opponents.
Why do you stare right at me when you say that?
I don't know. But I do want to make another call out. So in Act 1 we were talking about, when you're going to the Dreadnought, it's peeling back, the skin is coming off. When we were just looking at this glaive, they all follow that same theme. So right now you have a big sword on a big stick that's covered in teeth. Like, I cannot, this is my number one thing when Act 2 goes live to go and grind for me. So.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. And I couldn't help but notice, obviously, there's a very, very scary looking new Void Bow as well that our Guardian here has been using. Can you tell us a little bit about this bad boy?
Absolutely. So Anamnesis is
it doesn't
a
seem
void
like
lightweight
it.
frame bow. This one's really cool because the origin trait grants charge speed. So dealing damage to enemies and getting final blows will slowly just lower that charge time. If you're a bow lover and you have always wanted to take something other than Archer's Tempo in the left column, now's your chance.
Yeah, fair. I have my vault is littered with Archer's Tempo in that first column, so no, I'm really looking forward to that one. What are some roles? I think we've got some repulsor brace action going on, but what are some roles we can look forward to here?
Yeah, you can pair repulsor brace with either destabilizing rounds or demoralize. And if you want to take advantage of that origin trait reducing charge time, you can throw a successful warm-up and impulse amplifier on it and have one of the fastest firing bows in the game.
Yeah, honestly, even having just gotten that roll on Exalted Truth like the other weekend on Trials, like I cannot wait to go ahead and take it out for a spin with this bow.
The timing is impeccable too. Like last week on I think Reddit, there was a post about, oh, legendary bows, I don't use them very often, etc. But folks were going into the Nightfall with Monarch.
Yeah.
Monarch. And I'm like, oh, here's a new Void bow that goes with the artifact that has all these cool perks. Maybe you'll have a new thing to use in Nightfalls when the sidearm comes around next week. Chat, yes, the sidearm is next week. Don't worry. But yeah.
It's awesome. And so in addition to those, so obviously Dylan mentioned there's a sidearm. What is the other? I think there's 2 more that we haven't covered yet.
Yeah, so there's a sidearm, a submachine gun, and a fusion rifle.
Exciting.
The sidearm is one of our first heavy burst sidearms in a bit, and it's got bolt shot on it, which, given how quick sidearms reload, is pretty fun.
Yeah.
And you can also get sword logic on it as well.
Yeah.
It's always a fun option.
Yeah, seriously, I can't
when you
wait.
say heavy burst sidearm, is that a 2-shot?
2-shot.
Got it.
Yeah, it's going to be powerful. Again, I can already hear it ringing out, I'm sure, in my Trials matches. But we also have, there's a new fusion rifle. Oh, here, actually, we got
Edging Current and Bolt Shot.
For a second and just take a look. That art style is just so good. I can't get over it.
Yeah, the design is really cool, and the glow actually gets a little bit brighter as you stack up the origin trait, which is fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Super cool, actually. In addition to that, I know we were talking a little bit before the show as well. There's a new fusion rifle in store that sounds pretty terrifying if you're going up against us. Can you tell us a little bit about what's in front of us right now?
Yeah, so Afterlight is another weapon that really benefits from that charge rate boost.
With an
and it's got a couple of fun options for DPS with
Probably
that.
gonna play
If you're
some
willing to put in a lot of work,
Sarkans,
Ambitious Assassin Reservoir Burst with that origin trait will stack up in a couple shots and will do really, really high DPS until you lose Reservoir Burst.
Of course, yeah.
And if you're looking for something simpler, you can always do Lead from Gold and Vorpal Weapon.
True. Yeah.
This version of the weapon is one of the heretical arsenal versions. So if you're going into the expert difficulty of Court, you can get some of these to drop as you're playing with your friends. It has the 2 perks in each column, and then it has the extra origin trait from King's Fall, narratively tied in. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You might be
Sandbox
able
team,
to.
for the cool stuff. Thank you, Sandbox team, for the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But then also on top of that, you have your Tome of One. So if you're just looking for rolls, trying to get more of the sidearm, the fusion, etc., these will be additions. You go and you get your slabs from the chests or doing the activity, and then you can use it in the court to get more drops, or you can actually go into Nether or go into Crucible or whatever and have a couple of those extra drops come in too.
Very exciting, yeah. And it's like, I don't know, I was getting like mini Plan C vibes from that one. Like, I'm super excited to see how I can work that one in. So the sandbox is always obviously rather going to be enriched by some new legendary weapons, but our good friend the Barrow Dyad is going to have some new additions to their perks as well this time around. For anyone out there like myself who's gone ahead and added that to their loadouts recently, what are some of the updates we can expect there?
Yeah, so Barrow Dyad is getting 2 new Catalyst perks in Act 2, with 2 more coming later. And some of the fun options there are 1 for all and target lock. Not many exotics have like damage perks on their Catalyst, but this one you can really alter your play style.
Yeah, I feel like target lock is almost made for that one. It's going to be super exciting to take that one out for a spin.
I'm going to be excited to see what Maven comes up with as a build video.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out, Maven. Thank you very much for all your build videos. Can't wait to see some more, obviously, along the way.
And sorry, it'll be 2 catalysts go live on Tuesday next week on the 11th, and then we have 2 more coming in Act 3.
Cool. Okay. So still more to unlock, but obviously Barrow Dyad's potential is starting to really continue to build, obviously.
And if you haven't gotten it, that exotic quest, shout out to our activity designers. Like, I was blown away. And if you have some problems with like kind of insects and holes and stuff, it's a little creepy. So be prepared. But.
And actually, okay, we're taking a look at Barrow Dyad here really quickly. This is one where if the Guardians out there haven't had a chance to get their hands on it, as Dylan mentioned, the exotic quest is live right now, but coming next week, we've got 2 more catalysts that'll be hitting. So looking forward to expand that. And actually, while we're here in menu, we'd be remiss if we didn't take a look at our friendly neighborhood artifact as well. As has been the case with the Act, our artifacts have continued with another, or expanded part.
Oh, we got fusion rifles, fusion health looking one. It's all fusion based on the bottom.
So the primary theme for this
Trace
one
rifle,
is
sorry.
trace rifles with a secondary theme of like element matching. So in the left column, you have overload trace rifles as a new anti-champ option. And then we have a new trace rifle perk, Beam Medic, where rapid trace rifle final blows heal both you and nearby allies.
That's a good one.
This is a fun thing to pair with the new detonator beam perk, which will help you get those multi-kills.
Yeah. Yeah, very looking forward to it. I'm just I'm already imagining how I'm going to get Microcosm back into my loadout. Honestly, already, like, I cannot wait.
Well, I have good news for you. Skipping ahead to the fourth column perk, Harsh Refraction. Trace rifles do more damage to targets with debuffs that match their element type. And this is always on for Microcosm.
I was going to say, all right, so Kinetic is going to be a very happy camper in that case.
Uh-huh.
Can't wait. Any others that we want to look at before we go along? I know we have a little bit of extra time here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So for Microcosm, if you want to just really double down on that, Limit Break is the fifth column perk, and it will get you increased super damage when you are either critically wounded and you cast it, or when you have an elemental buff that matches your super type.
Perfect. And actually, while we're here, we may as well just take a look. What awaits us in the third column as well?
So the third column is a
rapid final blows with
artifact
kinetic
perk that will
weapons,
help you
or
get more access to elemental pickups like tangles or fire sprites. Rapid final blows with a kinetic weapon or a weapon that matches your equipped super will, grant you one of those.
Perfect.
And it can be boosted by the Tome of One.
Very exciting. All right, so our trace rifles are really going to go ahead and get a lot of additional mileage here, it looks like, honestly.
I got to give a shout out to our icon artists too. So like Prometheus Lens is my favorite trace. Like laser tag weekend, some people just immediately melt and they're like, oh God. But that was a really fun
I was going to say, you were not one of those. Yeah.
Oh, I was so excited. We had Urk at the time reached out and asked, can we put Prometheus Lens on Xur? And I was like, why would you do that? Yes! But yeah, with these perks, I'm going to go out and burn down the world with Prometheus Lens. Like, Microcosm I'll pull out for the boss DPS, but just for, like, running through Court, running through Nether, I'm going to be like, let's burn some stuff.
That's right, I'll have your back. I'll have the Microcosm, you take Prometheus Lens. It's going to be a terrible day to be Hive or Taken for a little while.
Hit me up on Discord, and then I'll ignore you for another week. And
as always. I don't, well, that's right, that hurts still. Okay, it's right in front of all of our Guardians. Okay, so while we're also checking out the artifact, we've got, we teased at the top of the show, we're going to do some Act 3 teases as well. Can you give us a tease a little, or what the theme, rather, is of what that last row is going to be?
Yeah, so the primary theme is rockets. We have a new perk that will help you clear rockets without needing to reload or spend ammo. And then there's a secondary theme of Strand with a new way to access Woven Mail.
Okay.
Oh.
Exciting. I cannot wait to go ahead and just dust off my rocket launchers too, honestly. I still have my Apex Predator sitting around, and that one's been waiting for a time to shine, so I think this is that moment.
Yeah. And outside of the artifact, there are going to be new things to play, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to have refreshes to the Nether and Court in terms of new bosses, new combatants. If you're familiar with the pressure events from Act 1, the blights that you have to destroy, there's new and devious versions of those that are coming.
Exciting.
To Nether. And then in Act 3, our featured activity is going to be the return of the Sunless Cell Strike.
Right, yes. Any Guardians who remember their fond Destiny 1 days of having that like huge batch of thralls running at you up the bridge, now's the chance to check that out. But actually, we were talking before the show, probably not going to be Alakul.
Yeah, Nico was mentioning, so Alakul was down in the deep, dark dungeon hole and then became a light hive, the Guardian Hive. What do we
Light
call
Bears?
it? Yeah, well, it was Light Bear, and then it was
the Lucent Hive.
Ella Tool is what you called it, and I cringed.
Tool.
Yeah,
it's creativity's a process everywhere.
So with the Light Blade Ascending being in the Throne World doing their own thing, who is in the Sunless Cell now? And that's something we'll find out in Act 3 in April.
Yeah, very exciting. We'll have a chance to check that out. And actually, Dylan, while I've got you, I'd love to put you on the spot. In addition to obviously all this stuff that'll be arriving with Act 2, Guardian Games is going to be making its triumphant return as well.
Oh yeah. So let me get my handy dandy notebook here. Replaced the big one with the little tiny one. It looks like I take notes now.
He's like he's a reporter out on the beat.
Yeah. So Guardian Games starts next week. Yeah. March 11th, right at Reset, alongside Act 2.
I like the Titan armor.
For those that don't know what Guardian Games is, we invite our hunters, titans, and warlocks to come in, battle it out, and see who's best. We have a celebration in the tower. It's all decorated, and we'll have a ton more detail in the Twit on Thursday. So tune in for that. But I just have a couple teases of we have a
please.
You put it best, bite-sized boss rush mode.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like a court, it's not going to be like a Pantheon, but now we have a challenge of, hey, go in, burn down some bosses, get as many points as you can, and then you can get some new rewards.
Yeah.
So when it comes to rewards, we have some really cool armor. This is going to be Eververse. You can earn it for free through Bright Dust, so go in and do your seasonal challenges, do your Pathfinders. There are going to be some weekly bounties that get Bright Dust. And you can see that we're going with more of a gladiator theme, where previous it was like, let's go into sports, let's go into these things. Now it's like, hey, gladiators. You're going to go in, you're going to destroy these bosses, and it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that hunter cloak for sure.
Seriously.
And then all players are going to be getting a specific class item to engage with the event as well.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
the hunter is holding our new premier legendary weapon that's going to be coming out.
Right.
And now I pass it off to Morgan because there's some really cool perk rolls that you can get on there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had the Arc Trace Rifle in Iron Banner, which has more of a PvP focus. This one has more of a PvE focus to go along with the, boss slaying theme.
Yep.
It's got some fun perks in the left column, including Overflow and Triple Tap.
Overflow,
And
Triple
Penny
Tap, not
Print if
bad.
You just want to double down on the Arc perks. And it's got our new Detonator Beam and Jolting Feedback alongside Rolling Storm as well.
Okay.
Ooh, Rolling Storm.
Oh my gosh.
Does it have
Agent Current.
Jolt Shot too?
I don't think it has Jolt Shot.
Okay. But just like you can go in and do almost every single arc verb with this thing depending on your role. So better you do in the activity, the more perks you can get on these things. So double perks in each column. And then we have some returning weapons for Guardian games as well.
Yeah, Hullabaloo is coming back. That is the heavy grenade launcher that shoots the 3 waves. It is getting the new Rolling Storm perk, which is
Nice.
Obviously really fun on a weapon that can clear ads so quickly.
Yeah.
And I personally like pairing that with Demolitionist, so you have a easier access to something that lets you discharge Bolt Charge as well.
Yeah.
And then it's got Envious and Cascade Point as well, which is a fun roll from last year.
Very nice. Yeah, my dad's a big Hullabaloo fan. He's got one with chain reaction that is devious against all doesn't stand against us, so I cannot wait to see this one in the wild.
We also have Taraxipos, the Strand Scout Rifle returning. It's
Nice.
getting the new perks Lone Wolf and Tear. Lone Wolf explosive rounds is devious in the Crucible.
I was just having so much fun too. How could you do this to me? No, I'm gonna get one of my own. Who am I kidding? Yeah.
And then of course we have the title coming back, and it will still have Repulsor Brace destabilizing rounds, but it's also getting Recycled Energy and Demoralize, and To the Pain.
The pain's good.
Demoralize is like my favorite perk name from this episode because it's legitimately like, oh, you're all weakened now, baby. Let's go to work. But title is going to be great. I've been trying to get that for the last couple of years with a good perk roll, and now there's a bunch of really cool stuff to get on it.
Yeah. So there's obviously a decent amount of stuff to go ahead and be chasing down in game between the new armor, the new trace rifle, and obviously the refreshed rolls. But Dylan, as well, I'd love to put you on the spot. There's going to be stuff out of game available to Guardians as well.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what's available there.
Yeah, every year we have a Bungie rewards component. So big shout out to Natalie, our rewards team. But we have a really cool jersey that we're going to be offering this year. So go in, do your triumphs, earn your title, and then you can earn this really sweet jersey.
Yeah.
So there are going to be a couple other things that you can go in and get as well. But this is, I think you and I were talking about, hey, you go to a Sounders game and now you can have a fellow Titan or a Hunter show up and be like, hey, so Warlocks are pretty nerdy, right? So
why are you here at a Sounders game instead of reading a book?
Yeah, right.
That's my.
We also have a sample here in the studio. This is a large, just for folks that want to see it.
Huge,
Really
again,
cool.
shout out to Natalie. Getting one of these early, huge win. So huge thanks to our
2025 Guardian Games.
Yeah.
Looks really good on the back.
That's so cool.
Thank you for my fashion corner.
You know what? You've got more on the way, but we can also tease that later. But no, really cool to get to see one of those in person as well. All right, so now, as we've obviously had a chance to dive in, with a little bit of what is to arrive in Act 2, we've got some Act 3 teases for you as well. And so we'd like to take an opportunity here to welcome 2 new folks to the couch that we have magically brought in. We'll go ahead and start with the fine individual to my left, who you may have met by way of some of our Bungie Vidocs in the past, or if you work here, she's brandishing a small bottle of teeth. Yes, actually teeth, at you during our team's meetings. I'd like to introduce the one and only Nix Kinney.
She collects
here at
teeth?
Bungie. Nix, how's it going?
Hey, Andy, it's going. You owe me.
That's hot.
Happy to be here. Super surprised that you asked me to be live.
No, of course. Glad you could join us. For anyone that may not have met you by way of our Vidocs and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is you do here?
Yeah, I'm a producer here at Bungie, and I've produced a number of teams from activity design, free roam lost sectors, strikes, to world art, palette lighting, skies, VFX, and most recently our sandbox weapons team with Morgan, who was just here, and my production darling, Rigger 9.
That's right. We will. That is a Charlie Brown-ish line for now because we're going to introduce that in just a moment, I promise. But of course, we're going to go ahead and make sure and introduce right next to her, Rodney Thompson, a senior design lead here at Bungie. Rodney, how's it going?
Doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much. That's so nice.
I like his beard.
Anyone who may not have had a chance to meet you or doesn't get a chance to work with you here at Bungie, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. I've been at Bungie for about 10 years. I'm a designer, and I'm the sandbox craft lead. And additionally, I've been the team lead for the Charlie Brown redacted team that Nick's just mentioned.
Very exciting. We've got some cool stuff to check out. Now, actually, Dylan, you and I were talking a little bit about this. There's going to be a new event arriving with Act 3.
Yeah, this event is free to all players.
Okay.
It's going to offer something for lower skill for folks that maybe want to start getting into some endgame content, and then it's also going to offer some things of higher difficulty. I don't want to steal too much thunder.
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's tee it up.
Yeah, that allows us a chance to introduce it. Rodney, would you like to do the honors of introducing
the Rite of the Nine? Yes.
Rite of the Nine.
So Rite of the Nine is our new event that we've been working on. Really excited about this. It is a limited time event that features our dungeons. 3 of our dungeons that are part of this event. That's going to be Prophecy, of course, because of the 9 associations, but also Spire of the Watcher and Ghost of the Deep. So these 3 dungeons, you know, we've seen a lot of reaction, positive reaction to the contest modes for our new dungeons as they've come out. And we were thinking, you know, what would it be like if we were able to go back to our older dungeons and experience that kind of level of challenge and see how things play out in, you know, these older dungeons with some tweaks and some tuning and some additional modifiers and things like that to really like bring the challenge up to kind of contest mode levels, right? So we're like, okay, we got this great, you know, set of dungeons. Let's really put the screws to our players and see what they can do in a hard, you know, mode for these dungeons.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, we were like, well, you know, a lot of these dungeons, you know, there's a lot of players out there that haven't gotten to experience them because they can be pretty intimidating. They are, you know, mechanically a little more intense. They don't do a lot of hand-holding in the activity. And, you know, they often require, or at least, you know, incentivize you to play with other players, right? So we were thinking, like, what if we could take this event as an opportunity to introduce these classic dungeons to, you know, a whole new audience by way of what we're calling Explorer mode. And so basically we've got new stuff at the top end in Ultimatum mode. We've got new stuff for players, or new opportunities for players to learn the dungeons in Explorer mode. And then we have Eternity mode, which is sort of aimed at our middle-of-the-road experienced dungeoneers. So we've kind of got something for everybody.
Excellent, awesome. Well, we've got stuff to actually show live out here. Tell you what, why don't you guys tell us just a little bit about where we're at right now?
Sure. So this is the social space for the event.
This is the new area in the.
That this is the 3rd Spire social space. Was originally used for the Trials of the Nine PvP
this
event.
Yes, but this also looks like design-wise of the new DLC area.
So we're bringing it back for the Rite of the Nine event. You can see off in the distance there as our brave/reckless guardian runs off into the horizon. You can see, there we go.
It's a death button intrepid one at that, so.
You can see the Spire of the Watcher tower off in the distance. That's indicating that during the week that we have this set for, Spire is the featured dungeon. So there's going to be one of these 3 dungeons featured during each week of the event on a sort of rolling basis.
Okay, So here we're obviously this is a familiar face as well. What are some of the things we're going to be able to get up to here? Obviously, thank you, Gemini. We appreciate the introduction.
So the Emissary is our vendor, and the Emissary offers you quests, bounties, rewards, a wide variety of things to do during the event. Like I say, it's all dungeon focused, but we're going to be leading you into those dungeons and giving you rewards for beating them on the various difficulty levels.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, I believe I see some weaponry here in the background.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
So for this event, we have taken 4 of the weapons from each of the featured dungeons and given them a big revamp. We've redone their perk pools, introduced perks that have come in over the season since the dungeon was released, and put those into these weapons and really given them a good juicing up as far as like the perks that are available. And what you're sort of seeing here is the ability to attune to these various weapons, just like you could during Into the Light with the light weapons, so that if there's a particular one of these that you really are hunting a certain role, you can attune to it, get more drops of that weapon during the course of the event.
Very exciting. Okay, that's again, we see some fans obviously in the house here. So we've got, as you were mentioning, ultimatum mode. We can go ahead and talk a little bit about later. But as we noticed, Inspire the Watchers here. Nix, can you tell us a little bit about Explore mode and how you guys kind of built that and what that process was like?
Yeah, playtesting for Explorer mode was truly so cute because it required us to find people in studio who had never played dungeons before.
Yeah.
And that means we sourced folks from all corners, all levels, and made them equal in the name of a dungeon. So it was really great to see them go through our dungeons and having us tune it so that by the end of our playtest series, I think they just grew into folks who were really quite adept at dungeons, and I want to say can go on to even solo them if they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great starting point. I think we were talking a little bit before the show, but Explore mode obviously grants the opportunity, one, to just learn, to just go ahead and kick the proverbial tires in the dungeon, figure out how Arctrition works, which we can see here in just a second. But for folks like myself who do really enjoy running dungeons, and I've only soloed one dungeon, but if I wanted to go ahead and really get all of my strats ready for a solo, maybe a solo flawless run if I'm lucky enough, this seems like a great way to approach that.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, in the Explorer mode, you have some tool tips, so that'll give you some idea of how to navigate these puzzles and also some waypointing to help you get through some tricky areas that you may not be able to find on your own.
Yeah, there's a lot of minutia to always find in these, and it may not always be obvious which way to go. And so you guys, like we were talking about before the show, you actually built some new tech to help kind of establish those breadcrumb trails for the Guardians. All right, we're about to dive on in actually here as well, but very briefly as well as we go ahead and prepare to land, a brief touch on ultimatum mode as well. What are some of the key differences between those two experiences?
Sure. So while Explorer mode, of course, is aimed at people who have maybe not as familiar with the dungeons or never really given them a shot, Ultimatum mode is for players who are familiar with the dungeons and are used to a high level of play. So they're going to be our most challenging. They're going to be at sort of a power level equivalent of contest mode. Cool. So you're going to be facing tougher enemies.
The gun set looks
cool. We're also using some activity modifiers to sort of craft the experience and make it a little more challenging, but also just give you a little bit, require you to make a few decisions before you go into the dungeon or before you go into an encounter that you wouldn't otherwise necessarily be thinking about. So for example, we're using the not swap activity modifier, which basically means you need to keep one exotic equipped for the duration of an encounter. That's just sort of a way of saying, like, okay, we need you to really focus on thinking about this encounter and figuring out how you're going to tackle the challenges associated with it. And then both Eternity mode and Ultimatum mode are scored on a per encounter basis. So the higher your score in that encounter, the better the loot drop is going to be. You'll get double perks in different columns and things like that.
Very awesome.
That's all based on deaths. So instead of being based on kills or number of damage phases or things like that, it's basically getting through the encounter with fewer deaths gets you a higher score.
Yeah, be as alive as possible.
Exactly, right. So what we're really challenging you to do here is we're challenging you to go into this harder mode and not just execute, but also execute in a way that gets you a higher score, gets you better rolls, and of course in the Ultimatum mode, you'll be getting adept versions of the weapons.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
So when you say adept,
yes.
I mean, are they just adept, or do they have any special treatment, you might say?
Well, they are in fact adept in name and in functionality, but also they have the new treatment. So all of our weapons have a new visual treatment to them that has 9 iconography on them, and let's see here. Yeah, we got some that are coming up right now.
There we go.
So this is a great example of a sort of baseline drop of New Pacific Epitaph that has the new visual treatment. You can see the 9 iconography on it, and you can also see it's got the color palette base for it. So all of our weapons that will drop during this event will have a new visual treatment. It'll also have the new event exclusive origin perk, which is Gravity Well. This will drop on all weapons that drop during the event, and is only available in Rite of the Nine. So it'll be exclusive to this event.
Very exciting.
And then I think Guardians out there, we've referred to them as holofoils in the past. So as you're going in, you're doing the harder difficulty, you're earning these adepts. They're going to have the animated holofoil. giving that galaxy background, kind of showing I ascended the mountaintop. I actually went and earned this really dope loot, and I did it in a way where I got my god rolls.
As someone who's still brave, or rather proudly wears his brave arsenal as much as he can, I cannot wait to go ahead and dive into this. So actually as well, now that we're in Explore mode, checking it out, Rodney, can you tell us some of the key differences, key changes you all made to make this a more accessible experience for new Guardians?
Sure. So one of the things you'll note is that we're using the in-world tooltips to teach you some of the mechanics. So this is something we've seen used in the Nether and in other places in the game so far, and we're continuing to expand that out as a teaching mechanism. So as you are playing through Ultimatum mode, you'll see these tooltips come up, and we have them all over the place anytime a new mechanic gets introduced.
Got it.
And it basically is a way to, in-world, see, like, okay, this is how this mechanic works. We're also using waypoints. Here's a great example of one of our teaching waypoints that sort of shows you, hey, here's where the path is supposed to go, and kind of direct you in a lot of the places where there are.
The fact that it's also free to all players is nice. It lets people experience dungeons that they normally can't
those
experience.
tooltips and waypoints, we're using those in the encounters to teach you the mechanics, and we do that like the first time you see it, so that later in the dungeon, when you are encountering that mechanic again, you'll have already learned it, and you can take your time and read the tooltips, execute the mechanic at your own pace. One of the things we've done is we've removed darkness phases, and we've reduced the revive timer down to 5 seconds in Explorer mode.
Very nice.
So that there is no real penalty for failure.
Yeah.
So if you're just trying to learn the mechanics and you go in and you want to look at the tooltips and follow the waypoints at your own pace, and maybe you get overwhelmed by enemies or whatever, that's okay, right? Like, you can kind of take your time.
Yeah.
I think one of the things we've seen is that a challenge with a dungeon, in addition to the mechanics and the combat challenge, a lot of it is just you have to sort of learn at a fast pace, right? And so what we're trying to do here is make it so you can kind of learn at your own pace, so that once you're comfortable with these mechanics, then you can jump into either Eternity mode or whatever with other players and know the mechanics, because you've not been sort of pressured to execute perfectly the very first time.
Yeah.
In that first encounter, so you're connecting nodes in a circuit breaker to open the door.
Yeah.
And the waypoints are breadcrumbs, so it's like hit the first circuit and then you see a waypoint for the next in Explore mode. So your ad clear aficionados, they are now learning or being given the opportunity to learn, oh, this is actually how this pathing works. This is how this mechanic works. So when you bring them in, or when I bring you in,
so why did you stare right at me when you were talking about ad clear aficionados, man?
No reason.
But yeah, it's like when you bring them into the higher difficulties of the mode, then it's like, oh hey, you remember where those waypoints were? You were able to memorize it. You have this like memory. Now you can come in and execute at a higher level. It's aspirational content.
Yeah. Here's actually a good example of one of our shepherding mechanics that we've introduced. So basically, we hear a lot of people say like, oh, I want to take my friends through the dungeon that have never been before. A lot of these traversal sections can be really challenging. So in this section of Spire of the Watcher, for example, once one player gets to sort of the midpoint of this traversal section, we have these helper platforms that rise up from below, so that a player who's maybe struggling a little bit with that section can follow along and continue to make progress forward, even though they may not have been able to execute the jumping part.
Yeah. Even a warlock can make it through.
Even.
I'm throwing shade. Guardian Games is coming up. I gotta go ahead and get my jabs where I can.
So I think I want to put Nyx on the spot.
Yeah.
As players are going through this, like, we have a bunch of rewards, not just for Explore mode where you're getting the normal drops and all that, but overall through this event. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, you get 5 new emblems.
Emblem for you.
There it is. Yeah, collectors, get ready.
An earnable weapon cosmetic and a hoity-toity title, event-exclusive title that you can get from doing some challenging challenges in Ultimatum mode.
Yeah, it's going to require a lot of participation, I think we were talking about before the show. Like, these are not ones you're going to be able to earn right away. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, it's going to take some blood, some sweat, some tears.
Yeah.
Maybe an ambulance ride, everybody.
On your daily playthroughs, it's like, here are my weapons, but then you have the overarching goal of like emblems for the collectors or the title, so you can show off in the tower like, I'm the Dungeon Delver. We don't have the name solidified just yet. But
it's not locked in.
It'll come.
Locked in.
All right, cool. I'll tell you what, speaking of things we do have locked in. So we've taken a little bit of a look of what's here at Act 3. Dylan, I'm going to go ahead and take this chance to put you on the spot. Starting very soon, or if not recently, Moments of Triumph are back as well.
So, I mean, we just walked through... Sorry, I just put that down. So
that was very authoritative.
Yeah, we just walked through, like, here's what's coming in Act 2, here's what's coming in Act 3, and then here's what's coming with Bride of the Nine later in Act 3. Right now, if you're so inclined, Moments of Triumph just started, like, what, an hour ago, 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
We have some cool rewards that you can earn as you're prepping up for the next acts, as you're getting ready for what's to come. Cool cosmetic ghost. There's going to be a sparrow that's going to be really fun to earn.
Nice. Actually, I think we can take a look at those really quickly as well. There we go. There we go. There.
Perfect. So with Moments of Triumph, every year we basically celebrate the previous year of content, ask players to go back in, check out your triumphs, get some of these things done, do some Grandmasters raids, etc.
Yeah.
And then you can earn some free cosmetics in the game.
Very cool.
On top of that, we also have our yearly Bungie Rewards t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I think I own 6 of these at this point, maybe 7, but this is the 2024. And yes, I'm going to call this out for my friend Matt. 2024, because it's the previous year, not 2025.
Yeah.
T-shirt, which is really fun. We have a sample here in the studio. Thank you again, Natalie. Very excited. This, I believe, is a large as well. Let's make sure. Yeah, large. So basically my size. I'm 6'1".
Yep. There we go.
But yeah, you can get your customization on the sleeve of your gamer tag or your player name.
Very nice.
And then when you're walking around in the outside world, people can see you for the nerd you are.
Yeah.
Shout out to the individual who yelled Dead Orbit forever when I was walking around in my Dead Orbit t-shirt the other day.
Very nice.
But yeah, very frequently it's like you see people in their raid jackets, you see people in their Moments of Triumph t-shirt. And then when you purchase any Moments of Triumph related, the t-shirt, the pins, anything like that, there's also a special emblem. It's a gift with the purchase. So in-game, you get a little bit of swag too.
That's really cool. I always love those shirts because it, like, you know, going to a PAX or something, it becomes this like hidden secret language where you're looking around and see people with their different Bungie Foundation shirts on or their different Moments of Triumph shirts on, and you kind of give each other just a nod as you walk through those hallways.
Yeah, so it's like you have your in-game Ghost Sparrow, but then when you're going through Rite, it's like, I have my title. In real life, it's like, I got my title. I got it on my war vest, I got my t-shirt,
earned
etc.
it. Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, everyone, we have had a very big show today. And so that, I think, about leads us to the conclusion is what I would say if we didn't have just one more thing to share with you. So obviously, we've touched a little bit on some of the stuff that's going to be arriving with Act 3, and we actually have a sneak preview also of a currently in development limited time PvP mode that will be joining Act 3 as well. I vote we go ahead and just throw it up here on screen. Let's take a look. Everyone, we'd love to introduce you
Brig
to
versus
Heavy Metal.
Brig. Oh.
Heavy Metal is a opportunity for you to go ahead and take out a team of Drake tanks against a team of Brigs, so you can test to see, you know, whether you're good behind the barrel of a gun or behind the barrel of a Brig. But this is one that just the playtests, pardon me, have just been absolutely insane to watch.
Yeah, I'd say since day one of Beyond Light, players saw the Brig come to the game. And they're like, when do I get one of those?
Fair question.
This is the answer from the development team. But we had to make it a little competitive. Guardians have had their Drake tanks since Destiny 2 launched. They're really fun. Let's see, when you get into matchmaking, who can come out on top.
Yeah. This is one that we're very much looking forward to unleashing upon the community, but as you can tell, the Drake tanks and Brigs alike provide some pretty unique tactical opportunities that we're looking forward to seeing getting into the Guardians' hands. But yeah, this one has just been an absolute hoot to see in development, honestly.
Yeah, and when it comes to, like, this is a PvP thing, we say competitive, but this is a goofy, like, this is fun. You're sitting down on a Saturday night, you're chilling with your buds, and it's like, let's hop in a tank and try to do some 360 no-scopes while we, like, boost off of a ramp.
Yeah, we just finished a raid. Let's have a palate cleanser here and just have a good time.
I want to go for a movie of the week. Why don't I hop into Drake and try to get a triple kill? Like,
chance.
Yeah.
There weren't enough sick flips in that raid.
Yeah.
Get out there on my Drake tank.
Just how many 360 no-scopes can we get into this thing? We'll find out. Does the Drake tank have a scope? I don't think so. But yeah, that's something we'd be remiss if we didn't take a chance. Sorry, off screen they just did a huge jump as well. But we'd be remiss if we didn't take a chance to show that off to all of you. So that, for real this time, concludes our show. So a huge thank, of course, to Nico, Quentin, Morgan, to Nix and Rodney, and of course, the one and only Mr. Dylan Gaffner there for joining us today. we really appreciate you guys taking the time to tell us a little bit more. Sorry?
Thank you for hosting.
I'm also here. But of course, more importantly than even me is our fire team in the back of house. We've got Peyton, Ashley, and of course, my compatriot in social media, Mitch, out there helping us go ahead and do the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Thank you a ton for joining us as always. To the crew here in-house that puts on the show and has to deal with the likes of me, thank you all so much for your time. We really appreciate all of your help. And of course, we'll also, pardon me, ask you all to go ahead and stick around for just a little bit longer, because before we conclude the show, we're going to go ahead and raid Bergen's Star. So do us a huge favor, stick around for a little bit, join the raid, give him a follow, and tell him we said hello. We'd appreciate that. So today we covered a lot. We went through the activities coming with.
Okay, that was cool. A lot of cool little information dropped for the next act. Is Turtle even still here?
Yes.
Turtle is here. Before we play some Destiny, I do want to go oh no, not this. I do want to go over the Humble Bundle games for the month. We have Pacific Drive with all the DLCs, it looks like. Homeworld 3, which I do not know what this is. It's a strategy sim. Let's see trailer.
Complete the mission.
It looks like a space sim game. We have Wild Hearts, which if you like Monster Hunter games, Wild Hearts is a really cool one. Came out like a few years ago, 2 years, 3 years ago. We have Zao, which is a African adventure through Gaza stuff. Gravity Circuit and Sir Wu Pass. And we also have Racine. I don't know how you pronounce that. And yeah, so pretty cool. They also have their vaults. They added some new stuff to the vault. Pretty cool. I don't think there's any new game bundles yet. No, just House Slipper. So that's Humble Bundle. And now, hopefully I have Destiny loaded in the background still, or it might have closed off. Let's see. Turtle's probably playing some Star Citizen. I turned on PlayStation. It says now putting PlayStation into rest mode. Why? PlayStation sometimes likes to assault me. While I get this loaded, hopefully it loads fast. GTA got a re-release because it got a graphic overhaul. Okay, we're gonna play some Destiny. Dest on these knees. Old Turtle's probably out here fucking starting war crimes. Is there an actual physical update, or is it just a server-wide update? Server-wide update, good. Is good. We got our Titan. Moments of Triumph is live. Cool. How is this full? 11, 10, 10. Boom. So Moments of Triumph. How many of these do I realistically have to complete? Yeah, I got a t-shirt. Sonic mission. This is done. Reset ghost. Oh, I don't have a lot of these completed. So there's got complete the 5th wave of onslaught. Quest. Why is quest highlighted? Oh, that's just that. Why are these all highlighted? Here, there we go. They're the free ones for the week. And then we're gonna go to tower to see what the weapon is. We're gonna play this for a bit, and after this I'm gonna be hopping on some Blade and Soul Neo, which is a very fun game, very, very fun indeed. There's pics.
Oh my god.
What does God have to do with this?
I don't know. I swear to him.
You're just swearing to him?
I'm fucking. I'm stuck in Pyro. I don't want to be stuck in Pyro. I don't know how to equip this jump drive that I just bought that I think I needed, but I was trying to do research on it this entire time, and my ship's a dinky little $20 ship, and what was this? Commodity shop? What's this? Ew. Actually, how?
$19. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What do I have at the cryptard? Give me that glimmer. So what's the adept weapon for the week? It is Plague 1, an arc thing. It should be good. I don't know what this rolls.
So much has changed. When I became a man,
Nice.
Step on up. Take a look.
We have wings, red carpet, royal protector, which is not loading. Let's see what bright dust they brought. They got the Forerunner thing here. Nice.
As long as you like.
Check in. Check, check, check. Searching.
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go open director. We're gonna go here, destinations, Vanguard. Arc. Let's see if I get an invite. Did they kick me out? Damn. They don't want me to run with them. We're gonna put this on. This on. This on. Damn, these people do not want to fucking... We can't get a lobby. I'm gonna most likely just hop on to Bladed Soul because these people do not want me to enter their thing. I guess we'll just do it this way. Fucking hell, man. Like, these people. I guess we're not gonna fucking load into that, I guess. I don't want to hop in solo to it because I don't want to fucking struggle.
If we're gonna stay here, we should be building more ships. That's all I'm saying.
I'll go here while I wait, I guess. Who knows? Gambit. Crucible. They have double clash on right now. They have comp. Relic. Do. There should be a new free game on PlayStation, I believe, right? A new mech game came out. Yes, it's called Frontiers. It's a mech PvP game that looks really, really cool. Raw Robots Frontiers.
Vex, I gotta talk to you for a second. It'll just take 1 second.
Do you want me to mute?
Just for a second.
Since I can't get a thing, I might just hop a squad. I might just hop onto thing.
Bleeding Soul.
Yeah.
I might hop on depending on if I can't get this thing to work either. So let me just see. There's a large chance I bought the wrong thing. I'm gonna be salty about it.
It's not bad. I got the scout. I got beacon rounds and swashbuckler. That's not bad. I'm gonna hold on. No, I don't need to hold on to that. This year.
This year, I'm quite the whole.
You're quite the whole.
The whore.
You are a whore.
Wow.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to deny?
Yeah.
I will not deny false allegations.
Unbelievable. The racism.
You knows it. What does it want me to do over here? Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna hop on to Blade Missile because it can't get a fucking thing. People are probably running with their own squads. I am gonna try this new mech game out. I might. It's on PC too, so I might just download a PC when I have time later.
What'd you say, Ho?
There's a new PvP mech game.
It's called Mech Shadow Legends.
No. No, it's not. Oh. Oh shoot, we're over my stream time. I'm gonna keep it. I will still play Blade and Soul, but I will not be playing live on stream. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all later in the next one. There will be no stream tomorrow. Just an FY. Maybe there will be. It depends on how I feel. But